to yard. Oh my God. Oh, I'm having one of these. There's nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing I can do to get comfortable days. I haven't been able to get comfortable in my chair. I haven't been able to get comfortable in my truck seat. It doesn't matter what we're doing. Can't get comfy. What's going on, Nick? Oh, sorry. Dar sending me email or text messages here. They're flashing across my screen. Western Star 1979. Hello. Hello, brother. How the hell are you, man? Thanks for popping in. I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute. We're going to do a little driving. We're just going to drive up to the yard. We got about 70 plus miles. And we're going to run up there and then I'll turn the camera back around again and you can look at this. Make yourself all happy. But yeah, if I can get comfortable. I don't know how long we're going to go because I can't get comfortable. My back is in really bad shape right now and it's hurting. Nothing a good cigar can't fix though. Flatbed, how are you, man? 2-4. Mm. Oh, missed a spot, eh? 2-4. Why didn't you tell me I missed a spot? There it is. Oh. Did Dar beat me up with a chair, with a hammer or a steel chair? I don't know. I said Dar wasn't here last night. I've only seen her off and on today for a bit because she's working and she was sleeping at a client's house last night. That really sounds bad, eh? My wife sleeps over at her client's house. Hmm. What does your wife do? Oh, nothing. Just she sleeps over at her clients' houses. So, but anyway, but she may have come in last night and beat the fuck out of me with a chair or a hammer because, dude, let me tell you, I'm feeling it right now. I don't have a clue what the hell's wrong with me. It's just, it seems to be from here, like in the middle right here, all the way, and then it goes right down, and then it hits the sciatic, and it runs right through my ass cheek, right, my right side butt cheek, right down my right leg and into the back of my knee, behind my knee. So I would have told them you were pet sitting. Come on, no, let's get real. 221, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Mr. Number 7, want to hear a joke? Mr. Number 7, you can tell a joke. I'll hand over the floor to you, sir. Please tell your joke. As long as it's not racial, anti Semitic, prejudicial, or anything like that, knock yourself out. She was Sterling, yeah. She was she's heavy pet sitting. She's heavy petting. That's what she's doing. She's heavy petting sitting. You got it. Guard dog. Sounds like a group of pulled muscles. Yeah, you know what, Johnny? It could be a group of pulled anything right now. I'd believe that. We are going to start looking for a therapist. So I have no choice. Okay, so I can't drive like this. So I can, but I'm not supposed to. So we're gonna spin this. We're gonna spin this around. We're getting some snow. We're gonna spin this around, and we're gonna head on out of here. And I'm just like I said. I'm just going back up to the. I'm just going back up to the yard, and from there we'll turn the camera back around. I got to make sure I don't hit anybody's car pulling out of the driveway here. Other than that, we're feeling all right. Oh yeah, let's turn the camera around. You want to do that? There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh, yeah, but is the load price gonna change in the spring? No. Don't anticipate any of the loads unless you're doing a special commodities. For example, special commodities tankers, or if you're doing something like Guard Dog does, or even special commodities with heavy haul or oversized, and even they've taken a hit. Don't anticipate. I wouldn't anticipate, or I wouldn't count on anybody or any of those rates changing until at least the third quarter of next year or of this year, third quarter of this year. So there we go. You've been busy in the garage, very happy, perfect weather. That seems to be my happy place these days too, Sterling. Really like just going out and uh and just putting around. Just putting around doing absolutely jack shit. Finding a couple of I can almost go out there and create my own little projects, eh? Just create my own little projects. Not too bad. But it gives me pleasure and it keeps me busy and keeps me out from underneath Dara's feet. Basmatic, how the hell are you, man? So voodoo dolls work? Well, if you've got a voodoo doll of me and you're poking pins in it, it's working, brother. It is working. Hattie, hattie. Hattie, hattie. When you were coming up with a name, did you hiccup or maybe stutter? Hattie, hattie. I'm just being a dick. Is this Pennsylvania? No, yeah, but I'm up in northern Ontario or Canada. I'm an OTR driver. I run Canada and the U.S. I'm just leaving my house. I am in Ontario. That's what I'm going to say. Northeast Ontario, northeastern Ontario, Canada. Overcast is crap today, though. Not smart. Hi. Well, hi. Not smart. How you doing? It's Canada. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm telling you. Dar went out the door, and Dar's been sick all week, and she's had like cough and throat and fever, and I mean, I won't say everything that she's been doing because it's kind of gross actually, but um, and now she goes out the door. She goes, "Okay, goodbye, love you. I'll talk to you. Or you call me when you're later." Blah 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 blah. She doesn't fucking make it down to her car. All of a sudden, I go into a coughing spasm. I get this tickle at the back of my throat. I'm like, "Oh no, 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 no." So I instantly ran out to the truck, grabbed the cough medicine, grabbed the cough drops, grabbed the fucking Tylenol. I just totally over medicated myself. Totally over medicated. No fucking part of it. IH, how are you, man? Good to see you, man. Hooligan was listening to Johnny Cash. Now I am here. Hooligan, you know what? That's a tough pull, man. I don't know if I'd jump ship on Johnny to come listen to me. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Some people go live and you just can't help it, regardless of what you're doing. But depends on what you were listening to. Depending on what Johnny was preaching. Let me put it that way, right? Only in the Northeast, it looks like PA. Yeah, it does. IH, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I could take you to like parts of Pennsylvania right now, and you know what? Just flip the screen around and then flip it back again, and you'd take you to PA, and you'd never know. Start dropping the drugs. Oh, babe, I did. Oh, I did. I'm totally medicated right now. Tylenol, cough drops, and but I got to buy more cough drops. Like, I gave you the last of them, but I had 5 or 6 still sitting on my dash, so gonna need some more cough drops. T21, my boy. IH guy, not far, the Northeast PA, live Pennsylvania. I know where you live. TA, TA21. Fuck me. T21 actually took the time and jumped in his car one time when I was parked at the Loves. At, what was that exit? I think it's 95 or 105. Exit 105 on 75 there, just south of Erie. Came down. I was doing a live from the truck stop, and T21 jumped in and said, came down, parked in. I thought some guy was actually like, because he parked his truck right across his pickup truck right across the nose of my truck. I'm like, okay, like something's going on. I'm about to get I'm about to get into some trouble here for something. I don't know. The FBI, CIA, NSA. You know, I know I talk some trash once in a while, but hey, nah, it was T21 popping in to say hi. I appreciated that. I actually really enjoyed that, Sean. Thanks. Truckers don't do drugs. We don't do them. They do us. Truckers don't do drugs. Drugs do truckers. I'm telling you. There's, uh, there's nothing that I've taken today that can be classified in any way, shape, or form a narcotic. So it's just enough that it'll pound. Hopefully, it'll pound down whatever the fuck is trying to get itself together in my system here. So, and in case you're wondering, I'm not actually. If you see me kind of weaving back and forth here, I'm not actually doing. I had new sneakers put on the back of the truck today because I blew a fucking drive tire, and to be honest with you, I don't know how or when, but I did, and it was off. It was on a sidewall of the rear drive axle on the passenger side on the inside tire. It was the sidewall, and it was literally a big enough hole you could put your fist into. So I had to go today and get new sneakers put on her, and I'm just feeling her out, just back and forth a little, all kinds of excuses going on. Come on, throw me a bone here, dog. Let's go. Yeah, and while you're throwing bones around, fuckers, hit that like button, please. Go ahead. I will wait a second. 3090 is in here and only 9 likes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit the like button. Okay, now we got 10. Thanks everyone. That was a good job. 12. Keep going. Keep going. No, my back was killing me when I got home on Friday, and I've been trying to just take it easy at home. I did do a little work in the basement, and maybe I pushed myself and shouldn't have done that. But shit's got to get done. You can't just keep going. Oh, I'll put it off till next weekend. Oh, I'll put it off till next weekend. Next thing you know, you're running out of freaking weekends, right? So I did that. Dar didn't find the stick. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All kinds of debris. Oh, you know what? This is the 401, man. This is the 401. Eamon, how are you, man? Good to see you. How much was the drive tire? I got I replaced all 4 on the back axle. The front 4 have only been on for I think 7 months, 7 or 8 months. Actually, all the tires had only been on for 7 months. Um, so I left the front axle alone. It's still got lots and lots of meat left on it, And what I did is I only replaced the back axle, so I only had to replace four. And four drive tires, 22.5 drives. They were out the door, installed, everything good to go. I paid just over 1,900 bucks. Just over 1,900 bucks, which is good. I was happy with that. So if you want to do that, take 1,900 bucks and divide that by four. So what are you at? What 480 bucks or 490 bucks, whatever the hell it is, comes out to, right? Well, you know what? You're right. New tires can be wobbly. 2.4, and what I've done is I put a meteor tire on, like a beefy tire. The tires that were on it were actually really beefy, and they're for snow, right? Snow tires. So what I did is, because of what I'm doing with the extra weight, with the heavy haul that I'm doing, and it's every single day, right? So I went with a beefier tire. I was gonna go with Bridgestones or Yokohamas. I chose not to. I went with, and now mind you, these are virgin, right? They're not recaps. I went with a really beefy Hercules, because they're short jaunts. I don't need a highway tire for mileage doing what I'm doing. I need something for going in and out of the rail yard and then in and out of the plant, right? So I need something for longevity, and I need something that I can put some serious weight on, and I need something that's going to last me. So that was the reason I did that. And like I said, I got them all installed out the door. Um, and the one tire, the casing was garbage, because obviously it had a hole in the side of it, right? But the other three, and it's funny. So I say to them, I'm like, okay, like these tires are 8 months old or whatever, 7 or 8, 9 months old, whatever, and there's lots and lots of life left on them, right? It's like, so what are you gonna give me for these? Oh wow, we don't. I don't think we give that. The guy starts stuttering, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I said, where's the boss? Where's the boss? Oh, you go talk to Chris up front. So I go talk to Chris up front. I said, Chris, you want to come into the back and take a look at these tires? I got three casings back there. I said, I'm not giving them to you. I said, if you don't want to buy them, you don't want to pay me for them, stack them on the truck, and I'll take them with me. Take them with you? That's what he said. He goes, take them with you. I was like, yeah, dude, I'll take them with me. I got straps. I'll strap them right to the fucking catwalk, and I'll take them with me. They'll sit in my garage. I really didn't want to take them. Believe me, I don't want any more tires or shit in my garage. Well, uh, ended up. Now, there's the thing, though. Here's the difference between a few years ago and now. Apparently, back, a few years ago, you get the thing. You'd be working with the tire guy, and he go, okay, I'll give you 50 bucks, 75 bucks. If they're in really good shape, I'll give you 100 bucks for the case. Whatever, right? Whatever. Now, remember, guys, this is Canadian prices, right? Marie Slade, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Do me a favor, Marie, hit the like button if you're gonna hang out for a bit. Um, but they used to tell you right there, oh yeah, we'll give you whatever, and then they either knock it off, they knock it off the bill. Not anymore. Apparently, apparently, and this is the second time that I've had this happen from two different companies. This time I was at Tirecraft, and the last time I was at Cal Tire, and they both did it. They have to send the casings into the manufacturer, and the manufacturer will determine how much they get. So that could take like fucking 5 months. So all of a sudden, I'm going to get a check in 5 months and that's bullshit, right? Because you can't argue your case. They'll look at it and go, 20 bucks. Well, fuck you. That's $100 tire, you know? But what can you do? You right? What can you do? Recap ain't worth fucking with that, No, I don't put recaps on my truck. Recaps are okay for your trailer. Recaps are okay, blah, 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 blah. But I try not to, unless I'm in a real bad position, had a real horrible month or a horrible year. Um, Whatever. I tried not to put recaps on my truck. Virgin rubber. Ryland, hi. How are you, man? Oh, again, ladies and gentlemen. If for example the name Ryland could be a woman's name too. So if I go, hey Ryland, how you doing, man? And you are a female, please don't be offended, right? Don't be offended. It's just I'm just going by what I think the name is. If you're a lady, just tell me you're a lady, and you know what? I will correct it in the future. It won't happen again. But can you use them for the trailer? You can, yeah, yeah. I could have used them for the trailer, but you know what? These were. I don't. First of all, I don't own the trailer. It's not my trailer. So I'm not giving the company free tires. Nowhere across my forehead does it say charity. Or I work for free. So um, I would rather take the casing money and have them knock it off the bill or send it to me later. That's just me. Just me. Howdy from SoCal. Where we be? Well, you're in SoCal. I am in Ontario. I'm in Southern Ontario right now. I am and I mean Ontario, Canada, not Ontario, California. Um, excuse me a moment, slow mover. So yeah, I'm just dodging up the 401. I'm on my way. I'm on my way up to the yard where I'm just going to hook my trailer. I'm not going to work till about 1:30 to 1:30 tomorrow morning. So I'm just on my way up there now. We're gonna sit here and look at the beautiful Ontario landscape. you know. And once we get up to the yard, I'll turn the camera back around, and you guys can take a look at my mug, and we can shoot the shit some more. Excuse me. I don't know what I had. Oh, dude, guys, I broke down today. I broke down today. I had four boiled eggs with a very little bit of butter and salt and pepper for breakfast this morning. And then I got totally grumpy, irritable, and discontent. And I had to make something to eat before I left for work. And I really didn't feel like making anything. Oh, 12 chicken nuggets into an air fryer and a bottle of salsa. And I'm paying for it. I am going to pay for that so bad. So bad. Let me tell you, Nick looks like Mexico. What, Mexico, New York, or Mexico? Ipa, Ipa, Mexico. This could pass for Mexico, New York. I don't think we're gonna do that. Hey, Mister, you want to buy my sister? I don't think we're passing for that kind of Mexico. Not today. Sterling throwing out the dough. $5. Appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that. Tip your host. Well, Sterling is very gracious with his tips and hosts, and I appreciate that. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is not necessary. I do. All I ask really is please just hit the like button. If you want to hang out and come in and shoot the shit and talk or whatever you want to do, take a look around my channel. Um, if you want to do that, you know what? Do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. If you see something you like, we do a couple to three lives a week. We throw up some videos. We throw up some shorts. We try to do a little. We try to do a little bit of educating for the new guy or even for the veteran out there. We try to pass on a little bit of knowledge, and nothing that I'm going to say is original. It's already out there, but you know what? Depending on what position or where you are in your trucking career, you just might need to hear it. I've got some really good people. Within this chat alone. There's 41 in here right now, and I can tell you right now that there are some very, very highly experienced truck drivers and tech mechanics in here. And you know what? This is where you want to be. You got questions, you got problems, you got something going on. Feel free to throw it up here. I got no problem with that. Also, if you're a channel, if you've got a channel, and It doesn't matter. You don't have to be trucking related. You don't have to be, as long as you're not throwing up your OnlyFans, feel free to throw your channel up here. I got no problem with that whatsoever. There is nothing wrong whatsoever with a little bit of self promotion. I do it all the time. There we go. Where we are, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Who said that? LaDonna. We're in Kingston, Ontario. This is now the town, or the city, not town. It's the city of Kingston. I don't know. I think it's like there's 200 something thousand people in Kingston. You know what? I've driven past the sign 1,000 times. Kingston, da 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 da. Population. I think it's around 200,000 people. The city of Kingston has. It's not a big city by any means, but it's big enough. It's they got steel. They got a Novelis plant in here. They got a lot of steel in here. DeFasco's in here. Stelco's in here. Um, every truck dealership you can think of is in here. They got a big industrial area in here. Um, serious drug problem in this city, though. I wouldn't say like San Francisco bad, but they've got a crystal meth issue going on in here. Now, believe it or not, they're winning. The authorities and the people of the city are actually winning this fight, and it's getting cleaned up. So dial up, dial up. That is a fucking awesome name for a YouTube channel. Dial up. Damn, I missed that one. Good on you, dial up. Um, that was Kingston. There's six exits in Kingston, and I think this is number 5, and then there'll be no, this is number 4, 5, and there's one more after this will be number 6, and then we are out. You blinked. You just entered and left the city of Kingston. The almighty Zico. That is a handle as well. Hey, from Sudbury, Ontario. Dude, we have family up in Sudbury. Sudbury is a town I know, or it's a town. It's a city as well. It's a city that I know very well. I've probably done thousands of miles through, around, in, out of Sudbury. Um, Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate that. Fellow Canadian, always good to see a fellow Canadian. Never hurts. Now, as a fellow Canadian, if Almighty, if this was your channel and I was popping in as a fellow Canadian, damn it, I'd sub to you. Man, is that desperate, eh? I'm just fucking with you, Almighty. I'm not. I'm not banging on your door for a sub, man. We're good. Just kicking it. Just kicking it. I'm not looking for sub. I'm just looking for $100 bills, baby. $100 bills. Sterling's from Nicaragua. At least his nipples are. His nipples come from Nicaragua. Nicaragua. Holy shit, Brian. Where are you going? What's that name? Sorry, I can't. I'm not even supposed to be reading these names, honestly. Uh, where are you going? I'm going up to Brockville, Ontario. Our yard is up there. I have to go up and pin my wagon, pin my trailer. I pull a Conestoga trailer. So I'm going to pin my trailer, and then from there, I'm not going anywhere. I don't. I start work at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I will. I'll be sitting here hanging out with you. Oh, look at this. Now we got people singing the national anthem right here. Dial up singing the national anthem. Oh my God. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know how quick I'd be wanting to. I don't know how quick I'd be to be singing the national anthem. Not with the state that our country's in the World Forum and the way Trudeau's representing us. So I hate to say it. I'm proud to be Canadian, but right now I really don't need people to know it. WF Express, how are you? How's it going? I'm going. I'm going. I'm going fucking somewhere. I'm going crazy, going nuts, going out of my mind. Um, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. I've got a couple aches and pains that seem to be working their way out. I got four new sneakers on the back of the girl here, so and they seem to be working well. I just wanted to make sure I got them all podied up, so everything's going there. And yeah, we're just gonna do a little live and shoot a little shit, talk a little trash. No, we're not talking trash. Unless we're talking about Sterling Wheel's nipples, there will be no talking of trash and no dragging anybody's dick through the dirt. Êtes-vous francophone? Je viens en Québec. Je viens du Québec. Benoit. Benoit. There's a good old French one. There's a good old French boy. How the hell are you? Thank you very much for stopping in. Thanks for checking us out. Seems we got Canada representing here tonight. We got Canada representing tonight. I don't know what's going on. Usually we've got a house full of Americans, a couple of crazy fucking Brits. We've got a couple or two or three from Turkey, um, maybe two from Germany. But looks like we've got the Canadians stepping it up tonight, or today, or whatever the hell you want to call it, wherever you are. United States of America needs to happen. Let me tell you, Houdini. I'm not even American, and I agree with you, sir. Freeway, freeway. I'm gonna make up a song about you. Plays on the freeway. That's an awesome handle too. Hey, wheel burners, what up? Good to see you, freeway. Make sure you're fertilizing that beard daily, sir. We need some really good length on that beard when she gets fucking chopped off, brother. We need some really good fucking length on that beard. Are you driving or is somebody else driving? Nope, I am driving. Hi, I'm driving. I'm driving. That was a big fucking no-no. America needs a national divorce. Toik, toik, oi, toik. There's my man. There's my man from overseas. There's my best boy from overseas. How you doing, my friend? How the hell are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Tyke Trucking is in the house. I'm going to tell you right now, if you say something stupid or get out of line, he will tune you in. No problem. Rob West. Oh, sorry, dial up is Justin Castro's kid. Yeah, yeah, I believe that. Dial up, get a picture of Justin Trudeau right now, and go find a picture of Fidel Castro when he was in his mid 30s. I'm telling you, man, there are way too many fucking similarities. Way too many similarities. Gotta be. Mama San was doing some slinking around the island down there. I'm telling you. Rob West, are you Canadian? Yes, sir, I am. Proudly. I drive OTR, obviously, as you can tell, but I do Canada and U.S. But mostly into the U.S. I'm in the U.S. more days of a month than I am in Canada. Robert broke down there. I'm from Pennsylvania, Rob West. I'm from Pennsylvania, USA, bro. Well, dude, I depending on whereabouts in Pennsylvania you are, I go through P. Well, right now I don't because I've got myself a nice little dedicated gig. and I banged this little contract out for myself, and there's no end date on it, believe it or not. How do you like that? That's like winning the fucking lottery. There's no end date on it. So right now I'm just running, I'm doing loads into New York State. I'm just going from basically going from like the Ottawa area, like Brockville, Ontario, Canada, which is right by the border at Alexandria Bay, where I-81 goes up to Canada. So I just basically cross the border at Alexandria Bay, run down to Oswego, New York, deliver my load, go back up empty, do a second one, come back down, and I do 2 of those a day. And brother, I will continue to keep doing those until the money runs out, or until the ingots run out, one or the other. It's heavy haul. It's not oversized, but it's heavy haul. So, but to get back to the other part is like, yeah, dude, I'm up and down, sideways, inside out of Pennsylvania. You know, I've been doing this a long time. I've probably gone by your house with my ass out the window at least once in your lifetime. John Smith. Well, I think I just answered that, didn't I? I am in Ontario, Canada. Although to you guys in PA, it looks like home because this is what Pennsylvania looks like. There we go. Ah, nice. Hello from West Virginia. One of my favorite states. West Virginia. Virginia, West Virginia. I think I can put West Virginia and Virginia as one. So like my favorite state. That whole area there. West Virginia, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina. That whole part of the country down there. That's where I love to truck, and when I do, I usually take my wife with me because she loves it there as well. Absolutely gorgeous country, awesome people. Love West Virginia, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina. People down there. One of the best people I know, Mr. Bees. He's from North Rakalaki, North Carolina. Love him all to death. He's usually in here. He hasn't stopped in yet. Maybe he has. I'm behind in the comments, but yeah, we need more likes on this. You know what? I agree with you, my man. I agree. Thanks, Hooligan. We need some more likes, guys. We're not doing bad. We got 31 people, 24 likes. We're doing all right. Rob West, parlez-vous France? Well, you probably mean parlez-vous français? No, je ne parle pas en français. Oui, c'est le petit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't have a. I got enough that I could probably walk into the bar, order a beer, ask where the bathroom is, and tell the hooker to go away. That's about the length of my en français. I can count to 10. That's but you anything after 10, you're probably asking a lot. So um, French is not a language that I wanted to pick up. Not a language I wanted to pick up. Mm. We got a well behaved bunch of fuckers in here tonight. We have PA representing. Yeah, well, yeah, of course we got PA representing. I consider myself sitting in the front row at a Wheelburner Express College for truck education. Eamon, thank you very much. I'm flattered. That's very kind of you to say. Very kind of you to say. But to be honest and tell you the truth, man, um, I've always tried my best to surround myself with the best people that I could find, so that when I don't have the answer, right? when I don't have the answer for something in my own trucking career, it's just phone call away. And I've been very fortunate over my career to have a lot of good people and always been able to reach out. And you know what? That's just kind of what we're doing here with this channel here. We want to help you out if there's anything we can do. And like I said, if I don't have the answer, if I don't, I'll tell you I don't have the answer, but I can probably guarantee you I know somebody that does. So, and that's just kind of what we're doing here, man. We're going to talk trucking if you want. We'll talk about anything. Just don't ask me about birth control. I dropped the ball on that one. Don't have a clue. Yeah, okay, Nick. We have Michigan represented. Booger fart. I'm sure you fucking sat there all night coming up with that one. Good Lord, Tundra and Jesus Almighty, son. Keep your eyes on the road. Well, I got two eyes. I got one on the road and one over here. Actually, I got a pet monkey, is what I got. My pet monkey reads the comments and whispers them in my ear, so I really don't have to worry. There we go, Robert. Yeah, like the evening can start now that Robert's here. No, see, Houdini knows the monkey's driving. Well, no, actually, the monkey's doing all the texting and all the reading. I'm driving today, Houdini. Today is my day, right? Hampus, hi. How are you, man? Thanks for hanging out. Um, Man, I don't even want to pronounce that name because I will mess that up and insult you all to hell. But hi, how the hell are you? And thank you for popping in. No, I gave the beard the night off as well too, Johnny. I figured, you know what? It's time for me to put on my big boy pantyhose and take a swing at this. So I'm actually doing the driving here. I am. I'm doing the driving here. I figure if I can smoke the cigar, I might as well drive the truck, right? Oh God save the king. I hope you're not saying that to Robert. Robert hates the king. Don't get him started on the king, man. Whatever you do. He's driving like Tommy Lee did that boat. Hey, there's nothing wrong with my driving. Mind you, Pam Anderson isn't in my truck with me like she was on the boat. I could have taken Dar with me, and well, that would have been a whole different video, right? I'll tune up Robert myself. Yeah, you go ahead and fucking do that, Nick. You go ahead and do that. You let me know when that's the same as saying that fucking that's gonna be the same as like GW and Narc. I'm gonna put fucking money on that one too, eh? You go ahead and tune up fucking Robert. Let me know when that's gonna fucking happen so I can break it. I'll go into my retirement fund for fucking money for that one. There you go. Chuck the turd. Chuck the turd. I guess we don't have to go too much farther to know how Robert feels about Chuck. What's the worst trucking state? Um, Road wise, I'd say like if you're just driving on like road conditions, probably Michigan. Sorry, Nick, but Michigan is fucking horrible. Michigan, New York, um, Missouri, bad in spots. Um, for just all out like for legal, like the worst for DOT and legal, probably Virginia. Virginia runs a tight ship. I think those two scales on 81 in Virginia are open 24 hours, 7 days a week, even Christmas Day for Christ's sake. And they do not cut you a break. If you know you are 1 pound over, they're writing you a fucking ticket for it. So um, Sterling, hello from Uruguay. 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 I've taken too much medication. It's that cough syrup. I better check that, eh? I'm in Robert Salts in Fairfax, Virginia. Well, my man, Thank you for popping in here from Fairfax, Virginia. I do appreciate it. What do you say? Do we let Raj Pura come out? Yeah, we'll let him out. Come on out, Raj Pura. I'll bet you guys $1,000. Matter of fact, I'll bet you guys $5,000. If that was me, Raj Pura would have hung me in there. He wouldn't have let me out. Raj Pura Singh Transport. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Minnesota's not bad. You're from Maryland. Maryland is not a state that I go into very often. We have freight going into Maryland, but you're going. You're deadheading out. There's nothing really coming out of Maryland in large quantities, and whatever there is usually gets snapped up very quickly. So unless you're sitting there when it hits the load board, or unless you're sitting there when it happens, you you're fucked. With up in Maryland. Same with Massachusetts, Connecticut, same thing, same thing. We got freight going in, especially from Canada. There's lots of freight going in, but nothing coming out. Maryland, you guys do maple syrup up there though, don't you? In Maryland, Maryland, Connecticut, Maine. I know Maine does. Oh, good Lord, Tolga's here. Tolga's here. There's YouTube's ambassador right there, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up and clap, please. Ovation for Tolga, the YouTube ambassador. Thank you very much. You're a kind audience. Thank you. Thank you very much. Watching you from Iowa. Supposed to. Watching you from Iowa. Support the truckers. Appreciate that, man. SG90. What is that? 90 what? $90 sign. Appreciate that. Iowa is somewhere that we do a lot of business in. If you're in our flatbed division, we do a lot of Cedar Rapids, that whole area around Cedar Rapids, that whole Des Moines, or not Des Moines, yeah, Des Moines, Davenport, that whole area there. We do a lot out there. We do a lot of Wisconsin. Um, that's sort of like our wheelhouse for that area there. We might dabble into Nebraska once in a while. Um, Nobody really wants to go into Omaha, though. I don't. Raylan, shout out. Okay, Raylan, shout out. You've been shouted out. Now, Raylan, hit the subscribe button. I shout you out. You hit the sub button. At least hit the like button. Mamate. I truck Ohio and Minnesota all the time. I don't mind. I don't mind like that whole stretch. Like when we go out to Iowa, so I don't mind trucking. I bitch about Michigan, right? Because the roads are 60, like they're shitty. Because like the 69, 69's it's a goat path. I don't care what anybody calls that road. It's an I 69 is a goat path. You before you cross the border, we're duct taping parts to the bottom of our trucks so they don't fall off. For Christ's sake. Turfunda, please say what? Free East Turkestan? Okay, we did. We said it. Buckeye Clips, I see you. Well, if you see me, you should have waved. Tell you what there, Buckeye. If you come up and if you see me and you can find me and you get me right now, I'll give you a Wheelburner t-shirt. Give you a free wheel burner T-shirt. Watch this. It's gonna be this little fucker in this little Honda Fit right here in front of me. He's gonna jump in front of me and throw the brakes on. Found you. Live dial-up. Live streams have to be good. Have to be cool for truckers. Now they can talk to someone besides the lot lizards. Dude, I don't know what you think, but lot lizards don't usually do a lot of talking, bro. It's hard to talk with your mouth full. So I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, right? That's what Robert told me. Robert and Sterling were telling me one night about lot lizards and explaining to me how it works. So I wouldn't know how it works, but you could be right. Maddie Girl 576. Hi, I'm Maddie Girl 576. What about Maryland? What about Maryland? It's a beautiful state, absolutely gorgeous state. I don't get me wrong. I love going there. I don't like working there. Right? There's no work for me there. I can take freight in, but I can't take it out. So Peggy Heary, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. WF, what's the max weight you transport? Depends on the trailer. Right now, the one I'm going to hook up to is just a 10-foot spread axle tandem. And I'm probably going to put anywhere between 63,000 on that tomorrow. But if I've got the tri-axle, I can put upwards of almost 81,000 to 81 to I think around 81 to 85,000. Now remember, these are all permitted, right? These are all permitted for the state of New York. And then if I hook a quad, um, there I'm good for upwards of about 117, 118,000. Sterling Wheel, can I get a shout out for Susie Q? Only if you tell me what color her panties are, Sterling. There's only one right answer here, and Dar knows what the answer is, so you better get the right answer. You better get the right answer here, Sterling. Shannon Thomas is playing peekaboo with me. I just got shivers. I just got giddy and shivers all over. STT's playing peekaboo with me. Good afternoon, Shannon. How are you? Glad you're here. Did you get out of Texas okay? Everything worked out for you? Hopefully so, babe. Hopefully so. Everyone's saying hi to Shannon. Name a car for an edit. A 1963 split window Corvette. Does that work? Your call is very important. Please stay on the line. Exactly. Hooligan, exactly. Don't leave now. You don't know what you're going to miss. You just never know. Sterling Dodge Neon. I've never even been in a Dodge Neon. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you. Although I saw, we don't have them in Canada. I've only seen them in the U.S. But they actually had a Dodge Neon SRT. An SRT Neon. Like, what could you possibly do to a Neon to make it an SRT? What, you're gonna slap a turbo on the thing? Maybe a soup can on the exhaust? Yeah, let's not let's just not talk about that third world country, England. Oh, dude, those are fighting words. Oh, those are fighting words. Telling you, man. Telling you. Robert's gonna jump in his fucking rowboat and come over. He'll be over in a minute. Oh, look at this. We got officers on the side of the road. What's going on here? There's one. He's back up. There's Kojak with a Kodak. Come on, somebody's got to remember where that came. What movie did that come from? Anybody? Sterling. Sterling better fucking get that. We got a Kojak with a Kodak. What is that? Get Dar on the truck so we can run, so she can run the show. Any bets on Russia when Russia's going to invade the U.S.? I'm saying Thursday. Actually, no, make it Friday this week because I think I'm done early on Thursday. I want to sit back and I want a front row seat to that. So, cough syrup is mostly alcohol. Oh man, are you guys talking politics? Let's not go there tonight. Richard, what comes out of Virginia? Well, lots of, well, how do you answer that correctly? The last time I was in Virginia, what came out of her after I was done with her is not something to be spoken on. So, eh, what you get out of Virginia or what you take out of Virginia, it's up to you. If they reelect the geriatric, we will be too, Robert. If they reelect that geriatric, you guys are fucked. You guys are fucked. Thought Maine was lobsters. Maine is lobsters, yes. I think Maryland. I think I know you get lumber out of Maryland, but Russia doesn't want anything to do with the USA. Uh, no energy independence, unsecured borders, unqualified armed citizens. Yeah, well, you got to be careful about that. Maryland is not a New England state. It's the beginning of the South. I am learning. Jeep Boy, 7680. Thank you very much. I just learned something. I didn't know that. Mind you, for all I know, you could be pulling my leg and be full of shit, but what would I know, right? TJ's here. As always a pleasure for me to see TJ. TJ is one of the best of the rest. He's one of the best of the rest, is what he is. Love me some TJ, man. One day, TJ, we're going to meet and we're going to sit down and you're going to drink a shitload of Canadian whiskey because I can't drink it. So you're going to have to drink it for me. And we're just going to talk old days, old times, old trucks, old women, and old dogs. Dude, that's what you and me are doing. TJ is responsible for all my current and future debauchery. Well, I don't know about that, Robert. I don't think you need, or Sterling. I don't think you need any help with your own debauchery. You do quite well all by yourself. All by yourself. If TJ wants to take credit for it, though, hey, Chris Freeston, how are you, man? Just got here, man. Well, thank God you're here, Chris. It wouldn't be the same without you, brother. It ain't the same without you. Well, Chris, it's a good thing you're here. I need you in the truck. I need somebody to keep lighting my cigar for me. I keep yapping too much and smoking not enough. The cigar keeps going out. There's a Harmac. Look at this tanker in front of us. Wouldn't this be funny if this was Western Star 1976 in here driving this thing? Well, could be. It's a Western Star. No shit. Look at this. Look at this. He's holding the phone up. Look at that. I can see you, mother. I owe you a t-shirt. I owe you a t-shirt. Son of a bitch, I owe him a t-shirt. Not son of a bitch, I owe him a t-shirt. What are the odds? Okay, here. There's nobody behind us. Nobody's behind us. Come on, come on. You're the My friend, I owe you a t-shirt. Come, you know where the yard is? You don't have to get it tonight. It's in the truck. You come get it anytime you want, man. That's fucking awesome. What are the odds? Funny too, I just had a weird feeling when I saw the trailer, the name on that trailer. Atta boy. That just made my night. That just made my night. Awesome. Awesome. Bestelana, hola. Hola. Hola, señorita. ¿Cómo está? Eh? I'll take dos cerveza, por favor. I was gonna get him, Sterling. Uh-oh, who you after now? Atlanta, you like trucks? I love trucks. Atlanta, I love trucks. I love trucks. I love trucking. I love doing what I'm doing. I love being out here. I love the people that I surround myself with. I love the community that we're in. I think if I wasn't in trucking, if I'd have come out of high school and went to college or university and I didn't go into trucking, I would have gone into politics. So there was only two paths for me to go: trucking or politics. I'd have made more money in politics. Goddamn to you that. I finished high school in 1987. So if I came out of high school, went to college or university, that would have taken me up to what? 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. So in 1991, I'd have been done university or college and I'd have gone into politics. Damn it, I'd have been prime minister by now. I'd be on my second term by now, prime minister. Son of a bitch, I missed the boat on that. I'm listening to CZQ by CCR in the background now for the in Sterling's honor. I'm sure Sterling is absolutely fucking thrilled with that. Okay, I am way behind in comments, so you know what? I hope that you guys don't get offended by this, but I'm just gonna skate right to the bottom because my exit's coming up here, right? So I'm gonna hop off here, not hop off the live. I'm gonna hop off the highway, kick it into the yard, and then we can keep this going and keep talking. But I'd rather be all caught up. I thought Canadian horses rode police. Yeah, and we all live in fucking igloos too. We all live in igloos and there's snows. It snows 12 months of the year. And we all kiss. We don't kiss with our lips. We all rub noses. 1976 GMC Sierra Stepside. Very sexy truck. With standard with posi track. Sexy truck. Chris, if you do, are you saying you've got one or is that what you want? That's what you're looking for. You're the only non-moderator here. Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. We do not have a problem throwing moderator status at people, um, but we prefer to see you here once, maybe twice, and you got to be in the chat. And you got to be active and talking away and not causing problems. If you're just coming in for a little, and we're never going to see you again, then why make you a moderator? But if you've been here before, absolutely say so, and Dar'll throw a wrench at you and turn you blue. Or we'll just wrap our hands around your neck and make you blue. Cannonball Run. Nope, wasn't Cannonball Run. I don't get paid enough for correct answers. You get paid just fine. Don't poor mouth me. I don't know a single FedEx driver in Canada that's hungry right now. That's fucking starving or missing any meals. I can't speak. I can't speak for I can't speak for fucking everybody else. Oh, hold on. You know what? I just got that comment. Western Star CB19. I'm on 33 because that's the channel we run. Hold on. Let's see if he's out there. Hey, bro, you on there? My CB sucks balls. Western Star, 1979. Come on, son. Man, if I got any better, I'd have to cancel my OHIP. How the hell are you? Really good to see you, my friend. Well, now you're famous. You just plastered your own truck all over fucking YouTube, man. Yeah, when I came on in Kingston, I came on at the 593. So that's where I come down out of my place. I live up just up north up there. Well, I owe you a T-shirt. Anytime you want to collect it, I'll be more than happy to give it to you. You know where I'm at. You know what I'm doing. I'm in our yard every single day, like every single day, usually after 1:30 in the afternoon. Right? I start at 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, and I'm usually done by 1:30 in the afternoon. So if you're coming through and you've got the time and you got a minute and the logbook won't hurt you, stop in and I'd love to sit around and chat with you, buy you a coffee, and throw a shirt at you. Awesome. That's fantastic, man. All right. Sorry, you guys still there? I just walked away from a live just to talk on the radio for a bit. That's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Hooligan got it. Smokey and the Bandit. Rajo, Rajo. Houdini. I'm not sure about that, but I'm still running the whole gold market. That's for sure. Are you Tolga? Are you big on gold and silver? I know Robert is, or Robert's big on silver. I think. I know a few other guys that are big on gold and silver. Is that something that you play with? It's RCMP, Robert. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And yes, they're on horseback. Was supposed to be. 2-4, Sarsky and Hutch. Nope, it's already been gassed. I was thinking the same, Chris. Back to the garage. Behave yourselves. Sterling, thank you, my friend. Good to see you. RTS, what are you yapping about? Dude, I am yapping about anything and everything and whatever. If it's out here to be yapped about, my mouth is moving. You guys know that. This place is crawling with bears. Where the hell are you, the snowman? Yeah, absolutely. People don't like. We did this last week and a week before. Or something we were talking about like some of the best trucking movies. I can still watch the first ones, Smokey and the Bandit. I can still watch that movie. Like if it came on every day at 2 o'clock, I'd be sitting in my chair every day at 2 o'clock watching it. Canada has paper airplanes, kayak. Oh God, kayaks. You must be talking about our military. We have 15 CF-18s. That's our entire Air Force. We got a bunch of Piper Cubs, a couple of broken down old Sea Kings that keep crashing every couple of years. That's just about it. That's just about it. Now, our Army is a different story. Our Army is a different story. We've got the Canadian Army, but our Special Forces, our J2, what are they called? J2F, Joint Task Force 2, it's called. Those boys are absolute monsters. On the world stage, They are up there with the U.S. SEALs or the Israeli fucking and Mossad, whatever the Israelis are, whatever. Okay, but the Canadian Special Forces, those guys are right on par. They're absolutely deadly. Alexander Javier, hello. How the hell are you, man? Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. You want to see me get pulled over? Well, dude, I'm not doing anything wrong. Talking on a CB, there's nothing wrong with that. Although it is a non-hands-free device, it does have an exception. And both my hands are on the steering wheel, with the exception every time I take a puff on my cigar. And I don't know, man. That'd be kind of tough to get me arrested for something. Tracy Kramer, how are you? Yo, brother. Uh, Hold on a second here. Let's just get up the ramp here. I'd like to, you know what? Actually, Tracy, I'm going to leave it right on you there. I'm going to leave the comments right on you. So when I get up to the yard there, I'll pick up from you and we'll go from there. Who did I see today? I took the truck. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of this guy. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of this guy, but I took the truck to get the new tires put on it. And there was somebody doing exactly this, right? They were doing a driving live like this. And his name was Semi Ernie. Anybody ever heard of this guy? Anybody ever heard of this guy? He's out of the Ohio area. He runs around Ohio. He was just running around. It looked like he was running around the bottom end of Cleveland. He was running 271, 70, like that area down there. So, anybody ever? He's a pretty good yapper, man. He's a pretty good yapper. He can talk. He can drive. He's got some interesting shit to say. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him though. Sorry, yo, brother. I'm considering going back on the open road. Just got to get my A1C under control. I'll get kind of fed up being rooted. You know what? I'm the same way. I am the same way. If I end up sitting there, you know, most of you guys know that I sat around the house for better than 3 months with the eye surgeries, and I almost blew my own brains out. So yeah, kind of getting rooted sucks. But Tracy, come on out, man. We need you. We need you. We need the more good drivers, especially veterans. If you get back out here, man, come on out. We need you. The industry needs you. Yeah, Johnny, that is awesome. Uh, yeah. What are the odds of that, eh? Houdini, we saw each other. Signs say entering Minnesota. Are you crazy? I'm a long way from Minnesota. No, I'm nowhere near Minnesota. The area that I'm in actually has. I'm in the city of Brockville right now. And this area here, it breaks and subdivides into about 4 or 5 different, almost like territories, right? So you're in Brockville, but you can be in East Gwillimby of Brockville, or you can be. So who knows what you saw on the sign? You know what? It may as well. It just might have said Minnesota. I know it didn't, but for all the damn names that these bloody places have, it could be. So let's just throw this. Wow, I'm about an hour behind in comments. So I just threw this right to the very end. Okay. So the last comment I've got is trucking with MC. So he's obviously here. Thanks for coming in, MC, man. Good to see you, son. Good to see you. Uh, Gold doesn't make wealth, it holds it. I agree with that. I'm trying Tolga, brother. I'd be lying if okay. So obviously I've missed a bunch of comments, so I'll wait till you guys get all caught up. See what you guys want to do. The speed limit on this road is 35 or 36 miles an hour, and there are bloody cops down every street. And if you like 36 miles an hour, you do 37 or 38, they have no tolerance, right? Because these are all houses on both sides, and this is a major road. Um, it's they just don't have tolerance for it. You know, there's too many kids and shit. But geez, so if it looks like I'm lollygagging here, I'm not. I'm doing the speed limit. Dodalina, baby. There you go. That should have been an Elvis song. Dodalina, baby. Dodalina, Dodalina, baby. Hopefully you're well, Dodie. Ronald, how the hell did the fuel tank issues get resolved? Ronald, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are down to now. Um, we're gonna put new tanks on it, dude. Ronald, I'm putting new tanks on it with new pickups. It's already got new pickups. Already had new pickups put on it, but I'm putting new tanks on it. And if that doesn't resolve it, we're just gonna light it on fire. Oh, sorry, my cigar smoke's blowing in the camera. I just thought I'd share that with you. If I'm smoking, you guys might as well be smoking. Ronald, I'll be honest with you, man. In all the years I've been trucking and all the trucks that I've owned, this fuel tank issue has got me absolutely stumped. Okay. We just put new vent caps on it. So I've got new fuel caps, new vent caps, right? So now our vents. Um, I don't have a goddamn clue now. Like I said, all the fuel lines, you guys know the history. So all the fuel lines, everything's been done, everything except the tanks. So actually, IH is still here. IH, is it possible to do a pressure test on a tank while it's on the truck? If it's possible to do a pressure test on a tank, because that was something that one of the young kids, one of the young technicians, not mechanics like yourself, but one of the young kids said, if there's a small, like a small hole, a small anything, um, like even underneath one of the straps, um, that that hole will depressurize that tank and it won't hold the pressure, and that'll throw your balance off, throw the tank balance off. Does that make sense to you? It made sense to me. I'm just asking, does that make sense to you? Jesus Christ. These gates are open by, like, we've all got our own little, there we go. We've all got our own little opener to open the gate, but it's basically just a garage door opener, right? Just a garage door opener. But with my garage door at home, I could be down the street and around the corner and still open my garage. Man, this one here, I'm not even 40 feet away from it. And the goddamn thing, I had to creep up on it to get it to open. It's hard to tell. IH, it's hard to tell if there's leakage because right now, doing what I'm doing, I'll actually, when I get out of the truck, I'll show you. Um, or when I get the truck parked, I can take the camera and I can quickly show you. What it is right now is the tanks are so covered in mud, and I mean like they're totally encased in mud, that if there was a leak, I'd never see it. No, it's not throwing codes. It's a whole fucking song and dance that I'm dealing with here. Did they move my trailer? Nope, she's right there. There's my trailer. Um, Dial up. What it is I've got obviously got two fuel tanks, right? So if I fill both tanks and let's say I'm full and I start driving, Um, my fuel gauge, the instrument for my fuel gauge is in my passenger side tank. So what's happening is the driver's side tank is staying full. So the fuel is being drawn out of both tanks going up, and it's only returning to the one tank. So it's returning only to the driver's side tank, and then the passenger tank is um, draining faster. So, like for example, right now, here I'll show you something here. Hold on. So there's my fuel gauge. The white stick is my diesel. But if I turn my truck off and I let it sit overnight, that white gauge will go back up to 5/8, right? It'll be up here. So as soon as I turn the truck off, here we go. As soon as I turn the truck off, um, the fuel levels back out again. Both tanks level out. So I don't, I, we've done everything. We thought maybe one of the return lines was pinched. Nope, we fixed that. Put new return lines. We put new fuel lines. We put if there was a leak or a seepage of air coming out of one of the tanks, fuel tanks, or out of the driver's side tank, that would draw all the fuel over there. We thought it might have been a fuel cap, so we replaced both fuel caps. We've now replaced the vents, breathing vents. Those have both now been replaced. Like we're running out of shit to replace here, right? Only so many parts available, right? You're gonna run out of parts eventually. So there you go. 4J's Transport, Semi Ernie and the Rough Riders out of Monroe, Michigan. Great lotto scratch off guy, yeah, and driver. You should see some of the shit he was going through today. He had some pretty funky weather he was going through. But you know what? I enjoyed it. It was really good. It was so good. I sound young. Well, dude, I am young. This is just Chrome. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not old. I'm 24 years old. I got T-shirts older than 24. Has the gauge been calibrated? Well, I don't know if calibrate the gauge or not. If I took you right now and I opened the driver's side tank, fuel would come out at the top, the spout, and the passenger side tank is got an eighth of a tank of fuel in it. So like they're way off. It has nothing to do with the gauge. I thought you were like 87. Well, you're being kind, man. You're being kind. Thank you. 87? That's kind. There we go. Get this fucker shut down. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna jump in the back and throw the bunk heater on, throw the EPU on. There we go. So I don't know. I don't know. You know what, guys? I don't have a goddamn clue. I am just out of ideas. Every time I get an idea or I've been bouncing them off IH. I've been talking to, that's the one good thing about this community. There's a lot of people in it, so I've been talking to as many people as I possibly can. This is the situation, and every time somebody comes up with a new idea, I bounce it off IH. He's a mechanic. And if it makes sense, we do it. And so far, I don't know. So far, I'm truck. It's the score is like truck is 7 and Brian is 0. It's kicking my ass. It is literally kicking. This is the price I'm paying though for having such a good truck, right? That's what it is. Probably sell it. You want 3 sexy meows? Not happening. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out, but we're not doing sexy meows. I've got a really good truck, right? This truck is a 2020. I've had it since almost brand new. And dude, um, I've had no problems. Knock on wood. I've had absolutely no problems with this truck. This is the best truck I have ever owned. The best truck I have ever owned. Um, that's what makes it so hard for me to sit there and go, maybe I should sell it and get a new truck. Why, right now I'm like, why? You know, even pulling, a heavyweight, like doing the heavy haul that I do. Um, Even pulling that right now, this thing's still getting 7 miles, almost 7 miles a gallon, 6.9 miles per gallon. Like that's pretty goddamn good, pulling 60 to 100,000 pounds. Um, I can't complain. I can't complain. And you know what? She's a happy truck. Drain tanks, put old school equalizer line. Yeah, you know what? That was another option, and that's going to be the last option, right? It's beyond me. It really is 2-4. It's beyond me why they decided to fuck with that, because that's what they've been doing since the beginning of time with trucking, right? Why fuck with something that works? There's no moving parts. It relies on gravity. It's one line, two tabs, two holes. You know, it's not hard and it works. And they got to screw with it and, pressurized tanks and all that shit. So I don't get it. But that will be the last resort. Okay. Literally, if I put, well, actually, you know what? I should actually rethink this. I should probably do that before I put new tanks on, because then if that doesn't work, then say fuck it and put new tanks. Then I'll put new tanks on it. Psychroid, free Chinese? I don't eat Chinese, but I know lots of people do. I think technically two sexy meows. Hey, to the return side. Yes, green screen. You're in your living room. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hang out in my living room and I decorate my green screen as a truck. Yeah. You're welcome to come down and check it out if you really want to. Brian, have you tried to run the truck with Senate lines, eliminate the crossover line? Ronald, that's something I haven't done. I haven't even thought about that. You're running on moonshine. No, this baby runs on diesel. Straight diesel, no additives, nothing funky. You talking about sex or trucking? I don't know. What are you talking about? You talking about sex or you talking about trucking? That's all three. Yeah, dial up. Okay, now I've said it now 3 times. How about calling the manufacturer? They should know. Dude, we've been into Freightliner in Mississauga once. We've been into Freightliner in Brockville twice. We've been into Freightliner in Watertown, New York once. So there's 4 dealerships. I've had it into our shop here 3 times. They fucked around with it, blow the lines out, do this, do other shit like that. Um, where else? Who else has had it? The shop down at EG Transport, Alex and the boys down there, they took a couple swings at it. They can get the if I disconnect the fuel right at the filter, like the fuel line right at the filter, um, and blow and like take an airline and fucking take the caps off and absolutely hammer it with air, it'll work for about 10 minutes. It'll work for about 10 minutes, right? While the tanks are bound. But other than that, nope, nope. Um, I have not called Freightliner yet. Like, I mean, like Freightliner's head office. I have not gone that far yet. I haven't done that. I probably should. I don't know what the hell I'm waiting for. Be honest with you. Eamon, it's a good idea. It's a good idea because, dude, we're probably, I don't know, $3,000 into a fucking 50-cent fix. I guarantee you. I guarantee you it's going to be something so easy and so simple. It really is. Uh, WF Express LLC. Can you adjust the flow between the two things? I don't believe I can. Well, I guess I could. Like I could the tank shutoff valves. I could do that, but I don't see the sense of that. Now somebody told me to check the tank, the valve for the shutoff valve on the driver's side. It could be partially open, partially closed, and that could be affecting it, but nope. Yeah, Mr. Hugo, you look really good today. Like the outfit. Hey, I dress for the office, man. I dress for the office. I wear a hoodie and a Carhartt hoodie and a pair of 501 Levi's. You can't go. You could work anywhere. You know, I could be the president of a bank, and this is what I'd be wearing to work, man. Old school line has no choice but to work. 2-4. No, you're right. You're right, and that's why I said, like, why did they fuck with it? Like, why did they stop doing that? Because that gravity fed crossover line, it's been working fuck for 65 years. So I don't know. Talk to a Russian shop in Chicago; they'll fix it. Actually, I was talking to a Russian shop at ET Transport. They didn't fix it. Believe it or not, they didn't fix it. So never happened to anybody. Eamon, you know what? I'd be willing to bet you I bet you if I called Freightliner, I can't. This can't be the only truck on the whole goddamn planet. Now, mind you, this is one of the European trucks, right? This one wasn't manufactured in North America, Mexico, blah blah blah. This one here was made over in Europe and brought over. It was one of five that came over. So I don't fucking know. I don't know. Zeus, hi, Mister. Zeus, are you a vet? No, I'm not a veteran. I've never served. Never served. It is one of the that is one of the few things in my life that I regret. I don't have a lot of regrets, but that is one of them. One that I never ever served in the military, in the Canadian military. Never did. Obviously wish that I had, but no, I haven't. The dealer should be pulling both return lines to see if they flow the same. Yeah, actually, we've had that done. Our guys here did it. Alex down at ET, he did it. Um, you know what? I tell you what, IH, I'll bring it to you for a weekend, or I'll bring it to you for a fucking like a Monday, Tuesday. You figure it out. Figure it out. How you do it, I don't give a flying fart. You figure it out. Because there's something I'm missing, and there's something these guys are missing. And you know what? I'll give it to you, and you figure it out, man. I don't have a goddamn clue. You could be way more successful leader than most of the current ones, that's for sure. Thanks, Tolga. I think it's just that I can talk. The showstopper 420 tweaker, not quite. I changed the shut-off valve in case it's staying closed, even when it looks like it's open. You know what, C. Walker? That's not a bad idea. Um, but like, it's one of these cases here where I'm just throwing fucking money at this thing. Right? I'm just throwing part because nobody. It's like the computers on these trucks, right? Nobody when they plug into your computer when you got to check engine light, they never truly know what's wrong. They just start swapping parts until they get the right one. Until they get the right one, and it fixes the problem. Well, in this case here, I've swapped out like all the lines, the caps, the vents. I mean, we're swapping out everything. Eventually, we're gonna get it, but you're probably right. I bet you are a Karen truck driver. Dude, you do not know who you're talking to. Thanks for coming in, though. Mary Jean, hi, how are you? Zeus, are you married? Yes, I am. Happily married to Kitty Craze with Dar. She's in the chat. Uh, Mustafa, 1017. Hello, Grandpa. Well, I am a father of six daughters. I have six girls, and I have one grandchild. So you can say that and get away with it. There you go. A British clunker. No wonder Robert and Brits are laughing. It's not from England. It's from Europe. It came out of wherever. I think Dalmer in Germany somewhere. Well, don't get me wrong. It's a bitch. It really is a bitch. But doing what I'm doing, it doesn't affect me. I don't need to. I, don't- I could run. I could do a whole day doing what I'm doing on one tank of fuel and not have an issue. I'm good, right? Like what I showed you guys on the fuel gauge, right? It's showing a quarter, sorry, an eighth a tank of fuel. Um, I did 3 round trips on Friday, came back up to the yard here, dropped the wagon, then went home and came back here. So I'm not in danger of running out of fuel doing my job, right, because of this problem. Where it is a problem is like when I have to go out west, all right? If for some reason something happens here and I've got to take a load and go out to Iowa or Wisconsin or something, right? Then I need to buy fuel out there, and unfortunately it puts me in a bad position where I have no choice but to buy fuel for where I am, and I can't be picky, and I can't go shopping for fuel and get fuel cheap. I just have to buy it because that's all I can do. I got no choice. So does the fuel equalize when you stop and leave the caps off? Yes. Then it's a valve somewhere and it's not the tanks. Actually, Robert, like right now, for example, I've turned the truck off, the caps are on, and it will still equalize. If I take the caps off, it'll still equalize. It equalizes either way. I've done it both ways with the caps on or caps off. You can pressurize the tanks on the trucks, depends on if the mechanic wants to do it. Well, I'm going to talk to our boys in there, whether they want to or not. I don't give a flying fuck. When you're a paying customer, when you're footing there and you're footing the bill for it, then they really have no choice, right? Uh, Refram, can I have a shout out? You got it. There you go, brother. It's all you. You the man. Well, my fun 60 hours a week is over. We're dead slow back to regular 40 hours a week. Oh, poor Muffin. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with all that money, Curdy? Tell you what, dude. Come on up here and get my truck fixed for me, would you? Who's the manufacturer of the part? It's everything on this thing is, as far as I know, is Daimler, is Chrysler, or Chrysler. It might as well be Chrysler, but Mercedes, right? Um, if you look on any of, like, for example, we got a couple of Cascadias around here. If you look at all of these, if you look at on the transmission, the differentials and blah 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 blah. If you look at all of those and the motor, they all say like Freightliner, Freightliner. And the DD15 is Detroit, and they're made in Canada. This one is not made in Canada. This is a European model Detroit, made over in Germany. So I don't know. I don't know. Zeus, how do you see the future of this profession? Well, I'll be honest with you, Zeus. My time in this profession is slowly running out. I'm 54 years old. I don't have a lot of years left. I've been doing this 33 years. I've been an owner operator for 22 of the 33. Um, but I won't be here when the automated trucks come in. Um, I don't see the electric trucks making a big impact, at least not for at least another 10, 15 years. They're gonna have them and they're gonna push them, but they're gonna retract that. That's gonna stop, um, because they don't have the infrastructure to support it, right? They just don't have the infrastructure to support that many trucks. The driverless trucks, on the other hand, or the what do you want to call self-driving trucks, on the other hand, that's probably gonna come in a lot sooner than all electric will, and I think again I'll be out of the business by then, but it is gonna happen. They've already got, Walmart's got them, Swift's got them, JB Hunt's got a couple. Who else has them? There's a couple of big major companies. They've all got them, and they're all set up for the lawsuits that are coming. They've already got a whole room full of lawyers just sitting there with their briefcases ready to go and their feet tapping on the floor, from all the people that are going to die from these automated trucks when they hit the roads. Um, I don't see it staying diesel, um, or I don't see it going electric anytime soon. I think it's going to be diesel. I think we're going to see the automated. Um, The freight market right now, I think on a good note, I think we're going to see the way of the load broker is going to either diminish or just completely vanish. Now it's going to take a while for that to happen, but it is going to happen. Okay, it is going to happen. Sorry, got to get a drink. Um, and that's good for us. That's good for us. It'll be nice to kind of go back to like the old days where we used to negotiate with the shippers themselves, and we used to set our own rates, and it would be no, you'd negotiate, you'd work, but at least the rate you were getting, was your rate, and it was what you negotiated. So if that's what you negotiated and that's what you got paid, you got nobody to complain to and nobody to bitch about or bitch to. I think that in the upcoming years, I think, and there's a bunch of people that'll agree with me on this. I'm thinking that the truck driver has to get much more educated, and I don't mean educated. I mean You need to go to truck driving school. Yes, we need that, but I think as owner operators and company drivers, we need to get more educated on the business of trucking. Because the days of just walking around with a wad full of cash in your pocket, throwing diesel in the tank, starting the truck and go, are gone. Those days are gone. You need to know your numbers. You need to know the math. You need to know the formulas. You need to know how to do certain things and figure out the costing on it. Um, you need to know how to do all of that today, and it's going to be even more important come in the future. It really is. So I think the trucking business is going to become more of a business in the future, and you better educate yourself and start finding people that know how to do it and start talking to them. And you better have, if you're an owner operator, a small fleet owner or something like that, you better be in a position that you've got enough money in the bank that on a fucking turn of a dime like that, you can pivot, because the markets change, economy changes very quickly. I've been very, very, very fortunate. I've been an owner operator. We've My wife and I have run our business, and at one point we were a multi truck operation. Um, and we've run our business through the recession of 2008, and we survived. We ran our business through 2015. We survived 18 COVID and all that shit. We survived, and we're still surviving and negotiating our rates and doing our business. Um, but that's by no means do I take credit for most of that or for all of that. It's I've got some good people, and I've been willing, and it's hard for me sometimes because I'm stubborn, but I've been willing to sit on my hands and shut my mouth and listen. There are people out there that know a lot more than me, and I have to be willing to listen, and so do you. So you asked a short question. I just gave you a real long answer. There you go. Hopefully that helps you out. Could be just a defective new part. Hooligan, you're absolutely right. It could be. It could be. You know what? I'm just going to give, like I said, I'm just going to give the truck to IH and just say, here, fucking fix it. I have to go. Actually, I know the area. IH, I know the area you're in. My mom lives in Hamilton. Um, or sorry, she lives in Burlington, Hamilton. She lives in Burlington. I have a daughter that lives in Burlington, and you know what? I might just, yeah, I'll just go down there for a couple of days. I'll just give you the truck, and I'll go hang out down there. And you know what? I just when you've got it, phone me, and until you figure it out, just keep it. Curtis, we're way ahead of schedule because I've been putting on a lot of overtime. There he is, Mr. Beast. While I was talking about you. We were talking about some of my favorite states, and North Carolina is one of them. And when I think of North Carolina, my brother, I think of you. So I was talking about you, saying only nice things, of course. Are you saying hi? DK Robertson, oh, what is the problem? I missed it. I've got fuel tanks that unequalize when the truck's driving. The fuel comes out of both tanks, goes up, but as it comes back, the return lines, it's only filling the driver's side tank and it's emptying the passenger side tank. And we've replaced every part that we can think of so far. Frank C, get off YouTube, stop yapping, and get to work. Well, I'll tell you what, Frank, I'd love to, but I can't load until 1 a.m. Actually, yeah, about 1 a.m. between 1 and 1:30 tomorrow morning. So, what else do you want me to do? I can sit here and smoke cigars, and I'll probably be sitting here on my phone looking at YouTube. So I might as well keep yapping, and as long as I'm yapping, I'm staying out of trouble. I also completely I also completely my first job, start to finish. It took me 4 hours compared to the two it was supposed to, but it was completed. What are you talking about, Curtis? You built your first motor? Cliff, the guy who's going to fix it will ask for a bottle of B. It could be a quick, easy fix. Need to know what to touch. Well, Cliff, here's the thing, right? At least I can walk in and say, okay, this is what we've done so far, and it has not fixed it. So start from there. Start from there. You know, I don't expect somebody to start ripping all the fuel lines out and replacing them again. They're all new. Same with the fuel caps, they're brand new. The breathers, brand new. So, like, there's something I'm missing. Um, my worst case scenario is that the driver's side tank has a small hole in it. But again, I can't see a leak, right? I can't see a leak. But mind you, doing what I've been doing, um, my tanks are caked in mud. It could be leaking, and I'd never know it. Never know it. Contact Freightliner from that European company. They should have an idea what the difference between the U.S. and made models. You know what, Ronald? You're absolutely right. That's something I keep meaning to do, and I keep dropping the ball on. I will. I will. Hybrid diesel will take over. You're Curtis. You're right. If you watch Edison Motors, I think those boys are onto something. Excuse me. I think those boys are onto something, right? They've got the electric motors, but they've got the diesel generator, a diesel motor generator. I think they're onto something here. We talked about that before, but there's not enough copper, even planet-wise, to convert all the vehicles into electric. This is technically impossible. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Togo, we don't have the infrastructure too. Um, well, yeah, even if you had the copper, we don't have the power grids to do it. Right? Like in the city of Brockville where I live, this yard here that I'm sitting in is probably, I don't know, maybe 30 acres. Okay, maybe 30 acres. So let's say you plugged in, I don't know, 15 of these right here. If we had 15 of these plugged in right now, I guarantee you we'd crash the grid of Brockville, the power grid. 15 of these would crash the grid. Now, what do you think? What do you think at a truck stop when you've got 100? Every truck stop would have to have a very small nuclear power generating station right beside it to power them. They just don't have it. They actually focus to hydrogen fuel again. I focus in the area of the future decisions. Um, I think the problem they had with the hydrogen is they couldn't get the horsepower to the motor. Right, the hydrogen. It was something about the burn, and the motors couldn't produce the horsepower they needed, and the fuel mileage was terrible. And they ended up burning off more hydrogen, and they couldn't carry the amount of hydrogen they needed to do the job. I think there was a list as long as my arm of problems that they ran into. Do you think they'll ever be more mass layoffs like last year with Yellow? Yes, yes. I don't think you're going to see it, for example, with Swift, Swift Knight, because they're all one now, or with JB Hunt. Yellow was a result of poor management. The executives were paying themselves massive bonuses, while the bills weren't getting paid. No, I'm not saying that's the only reason they went tits up, but that really did hurt them. But yes, I think we are going to see that before we are done. And I don't think it's going to be the megas that are going to take the hits. I think it's going to be the carriers that are somewhere between, you got 25 trucks and say, I don't know, 400. Those are the guys that are going to take the shit kicking, that you're going to see layoffs. Um, and you're going to, and when you say mass layoffs, like to lay off, to close a company with 300. So, let's say if there's 300 trucks, that means there's probably what, 400 people working there. A 400 person layoff isn't a mass layoff, but if there's four or five of those companies, now you're talking about big numbers, right? So yeah, I think there is. Trucking has become one of the few gigs being self-employed where you are told your pay, not setting your prices. Two four, you're right. You're right. Um, at least, when I set the rates and everything for what the gig I'm doing right now, at least I had a dog in that fight, right? At least I had a fighting chance at what I was doing. I knew where I needed to be. I had a ballpark of where he wanted to be and whatnot like that. So at least the rate that I got was what I needed it to be. Where it was above what I wanted it to be. Actually, I did better than I expected. So. Um, but yeah, as an owner operator, most of the times you come on to a company and you're told this is how much you're getting paid, this is how many miles you're going to run. Da, 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 da. Exactly. You need a minimum of 50 to 100 grand in the bank to rebuild half the truck on a moment's notice. Minimum, minimum. Curtis, do you know that all trains are 100% electric? They use the diesel motors to make the electric to drive the train. Look at this, Curtis. We're getting schooled. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe maybe something wrong in the computer. The driver's side shows empty, so always is asking the other side to fill it up. I don't think it works that way, Eamon. I don't think it works that way. I think whatever the computer thinks, I think that the fuel goes in the path of the least resistance, and that's where it goes. So I'm not 100% sure. Again, you could be right. IH guy's in here. I don't know if that makes sense to him. Ray Bins, I haven't driven in 17 years and I want to drive again. Any advice? Ray, grab yourself a reputable a company. Stay off of the little mom and pops. They're you know they're taking a kicking. Even if they offer you pay you more than say a bigger fleet. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you're at, so I can't tell you. But I would find a fleet, somewhere around 100 trucks, whatever, 60 to 100 trucks. That's a good size fleet. They might have their feet planted, um, and go that route there. Stay away from the smalls, and if you can, stay out of, well, if you go with a mega, then you know what, you don't have to really worry about your paycheck bouncing. But if you're in a mega, you're just a number. That's all you are. You're just a number. They don't give a rat's ass about you, who you are, what you do. You are number, 74305. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't that a song? No. Um, you are whatever that number and that truck number, and they have an expectation of this many miles you're going to run that week. And if you don't, we'll put meat in the seat and get somebody who will. And come back in slow, Ray. If you've been out for 17 years, a lot of shit's changed out here, dude. A lot of stuff has changed out here. It's not the same. And I can tell you because I was out here 17 years ago. A lot of stuff has changed. E-logs has changed a lot in this game. It has changed the way we do business out here and the way we run, the way we drive. E-logs has a lot of new regulations have come down. So familiarize yourself with that. It probably wouldn't kill you. I don't know if you kept your CDL active, or if you just let it go. If you kept it active and you haven't been driving, it probably wouldn't kill you to just fucking pay out the 400 or 500 bucks, whatever, and take a refresher. Just take a refresher. Most of the schools offer it. Go take a refresher course. Woo! And don't even think about it. Ray, don't even think about the days of when we used to be out here and it would be running around at 200 miles an hour with our hair on fire and we were racing up and down Fancy Gap and taking the truck out of gear and rolling down the other side as fast as we could just for shits and giggles because it was fun because those days are gone too. Those days are gone too. The things we used to do 17, 20 years ago for fun are gone. Or they've just made illegal. That's a hybrid setup. They use diesel motor as a generator. Curtis, yuppers. Mr. B's, that's what I mean. Okay, you guys. My adventures. Where are you hanging right now? Chris, I am sitting in our yard. I am sitting in our yard right now. I just got up here. I left the house. Here's where I am. There's our shop. Um, there's our yard. I left the house a couple hours ago. I don't have to load until 1:30 tomorrow, tomorrow morning. So I came up now because obviously I'm going to go live. I'm going to do this live, and then I'm going to throw myself in bed and try to get some sleep between whatever time I finish this and 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then I'm just pulling ingots. Excuse me. I'm just pulling ingots, dude. I'm doing this. I will be doing this until they run out of ingots or until the contract ends. It's too good a deal for me to give up, and so that's what I'm doing. It is. Don't get me wrong. It is boring as hell. It is boring as hell. I basically pull from Brockville where I'm at. There's a rail yard in town here, and so I pull out of the rail yard. I go down to Oswego, New York. Um, Chris, I see a lot of your guys in there all the time in Oswego at Novellis. I see you guys in there all the time. So I do two turns. I go down loaded, come back empty, go down loaded, come back empty, and that's it for the day. And then I park right where I'm sitting right now. This is my spot, and I do it again the next day. So boring as hell, but it pays. It pays. Mr. B's just woke up from a great nap. I'm so jealous. Mr. B's, I didn't just put one tire on. I put four. Um, it wouldn't have been worth putting one new tire on when you got all four starting to wear, so you'd have one mismatch. I put four tires on out the door with taxes, around $1,900 Canadian. So Curtis will be happy to do the exchange rate for you. So $1,900 Canadian for four drive tires. I have to learn how I can get some high quality and short naps. Yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, Brian, I built my first motor, small 5 horsepower motor, took it apart, a bunch of tests, changed the bearings, cleaned up parts, throw it back together, more tests, paint and stickers. Here you go, man. Proud of you, Curtis. Good job. Good job, boy. Proud of you. Straps may have chapped a hole. Hooligan, that's what I was thinking earlier, right? Because if it's not something I can visibly see, I've had the tanks. I've had in past trucks, I've had a strap where the rubber has like I don't know through so many years of vibrating, the rubber on the strap will kind of start doing this, and you'll get metal on metal of the strap on the aluminum. So uh, it could be. It very well could be. Have you tried comparing the setups with an American-made truck to see if any differences? Yes, we've done that several times. Now, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was looking at, but the guys in the shop do. Hold on, somebody's coming over. Oh, not me. Okay. I'm like, I haven't pissed anybody off, have I? He got four tires. Yeah. Sounds excellent. Bri, have you taken your truck to see the doctor, the Dr. Pepper? Yeah. Doctor's in the house right here, right there. Damn it, man. All four? Well, yeah. Yeah. All four. Um, I was probably going to have to put the drives on it. Um, probably another month or so. So why? If I'm replacing one, I might as well do all four. I still had good life on at least two of them. One of them was worn. The other one had the sidewall blown out, so I had two. So I'll get credit back for the other two. It just makes sense. I was mentioning the fuel tanks. Mr. B's kitty craze with Dar. I was just wondering how much new tires are. And dude, those are not expensive tires. Like if you're gonna put a Michelin XDN2 on the back of this thing, um, you're looking somewhere north of 650, 700 bucks, depending on where you're getting it for one tire. One tire. I paid 1,900 bucks for four. So it has to be an air leak or a valve or something really stupid and hidden. Oh, dude, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know. We don't know. You're right. You are 100% right, Houdini. You are 100% correct. Um, I I'm at my wit's end. Sif, hi. How are you? Hi, bro. How are you? Man, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm having a good day. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm trying to lean. I'm not. It's just my back's a little twitchy right now, so I'm leaning forward just to kind of stretch it out. Then I'll sit back. Like I'm not doing a hula dance or nothing for you. Don't get the wrong idea. I know Dodie would love to see a hula dance. But I don't have my mankini on, so we're not doing that. No, go with the smaller trucking companies. Well, if you're Canadian, no, no. Smaller trucking companies are getting eaten up right now as well. Like NFI and Transfor, TSI, Transfor, TFI. It's a Canadian carrier. It's the largest carrier in North America now. TFI Transforce. Um, they just bought another one out of California. Would they buy Hercules? Forwarding or that was like a 110 truck fleet, 300 trailers, blah blah blah. They just bought that one up. Hey, Brian, Northern Girl Hobbies. Hey, Brian, listening, getting seeds packaged up. At a girl, Jen, you keep packaging seeds. Frosty, yo, safe flight, bro. Be safe, man. You could shout me out. Frost D. Shout out to Frosty. There you go, man. Frosty. Mr. B, I sent you an email. Roughly 1400 US. That's not bad. I got no problem. I got no problem with that at all. At all. I'm good with that price. Trust me. Just shouted you out, brother. I paid 1,800 last year for four tires and one rim on my Civic last year. Brian, the APU fuel line could be in the wrong feed or inserted in a vacuum vent. I have never even thought of that. I have not even thought of that. Um, you guys having trouble hearing me? Jen saying, get my mic a little closer. I move around during lives as well. No worries. Yeah, but I just don't want you to think I'm twitching. Right? I'm twitching. I ain't twitching. There's nothing wrong. I'm just stretching out my back. TFI is from Quebecistan. Yeah, Quebecistan from the great Canada, great country of Canadistan. Stay frosty, Frosty. There you go. If someone said bad jokes, yeah, well, we're all full of them. Tolga, not yet. Told you it was something stupid, dude. I'm telling you, I know it's going to be something ridiculous. Whoever finds it, like I can tell you right now, I'll give the truck to IH. He's going to phone me in 30 minutes after. I won't even make it back down on my mother's place in Burlington. He's going to phone me and go, "Oh, I found it. It's blah," like that. It's like that's how stupid that is. 2,500 Canadian equivalent for four decent drives. Example, Bridgestones here. Yeah, Bridgestones are expensive here. Michelin's are the most expensive ones here. Bridgestones are, about 550, 600 bucks as well. You're 2,400 bucks, 2,400 bucks plus tax. Then you're about 29. You're almost 3 grand for four tires of Bridgestones or Michelin's. You're with taxes and installation and shit. You're $3,000 Canadian. a lot of the companies, like our company, like there's a company truck beside me, and he's got the Michelin X lines on the steers, and he's got the XDN2s on the back, and the fleet trucks, hey, they can afford them, right? Because they're buying 50 at a time, right? They're buying 50 at a time. Well, dude, I'm not buying 50. I'm buying fucking 8, right? Or I'm buying 4. So I'm not getting the discount. I'm not getting the volume discount. Now, our company is I'm lucky with our company is I do get a discount. Like that 1900 bucks should have been 2200 bucks. But because I ran it through their tire program, now I still had to pay I still got to pay the bill. Don't get me wrong. But I run it through ATS's tire program. I do get a discount because it's their tire program. But it's tires. It's tires, right? You got to have them. You can't work without them. You got to have them. It's the same with fuel, right? They can charge pretty much whatever the hell they want for fuel. We're going to scream and yell and hoot and holler and fart and burp and hiccup and whatever. We're going to lose our minds and come unglued. But there's nothing we can do about it. You're going to pay it, or you're going to get out of the game. But you're going to pay it. Why? Because you have to have it. And they know that. They know that. You have to have fuel. So when it hits, it could go to $7 a gallon right now, right? In all those places like Missouri and places like that where fuel right now is like 335, 365 whatever a gallon, it could go to $7 a gallon tomorrow, and everybody will fill their trucks up. They'll scream and yell about it, but they will. Why? They got to have it. It's either you pay for the fuel, or you sell the truck and you get out of the business, or become a company driver. You got to have that fuel. Tires are the same way, right? Now, you can go with the cheaper Chinese, right? You can go with the cheaper knockoff, the Chinese tires, and a lot of guys do. I have. Um, I hate to say it because I prefer to support the North American tire market. There's a Goodyear plant. What, Curtis? What's that Goodyear plant? 6 miles from my place, right? There's a Goodyear plant, a massive Goodyear plant. I'd like to buy Goodyears or Michelins or Bridgestones, but when they're fucking $600 to $700 a tire, and I can get a Chinese tire for 350 to 400, I got to work. I got to do business. So you know what? I'll take the Chinese tire. I hate to say it, but I will. I don't hate to say it. It's just you got to. You have an EPU, not an APU. Did I call it an APU, Curtis? My apologies. Yes, I have an EPU. I have the battery pack. Um, I got the 4 batteries between the frame rail on the back there. They got you. They got you need it. They can charge what they want, and they do. Hooligan, they do. They charge whatever the fuck they want. Parts, the same thing. Parts, fuel, tires, um, anything that I'm required to do my job as a truck driver or an owner operator. I guarantee you it's overpriced. Why? Because I have to have it to do my job. This is one of the fucking few businesses or industries where it works like that. We literally get raped on a daily basis, and there's nothing we can do about it. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing, not a fucking fart. Nothing we can do about it. Jeremy Griggs, hello, hey, how's it going, Jeremy? Uh, Last I heard from you, you were sitting up. Where the hell were you, dude? You were sitting somewhere fucking way out, I think the Midwest somewhere. Either way, bro. Hope you're okay. Hope things have turned around and things are a little better for you these days. Life is the way it is. Life is life. You get what you put into it. You're gonna get kicked in the dick. We've all had it. Uh, how far you go is determined by how badly you want to go forward. How badly you want to keep moving forward. When you want to stop going forward in life, all you got to do is lay down and fucking die. And I'm not ready to do that. And Jeremy, neither are you. So keep on going. Keep on going, boy. Miller and Long used to give us free tires once a year. If the old tires had reached their miles, heavy equipped tears up tires fast. Well, that's the case with mine, right? I'm running like I had to go from 14 ply to 16 ply on the steers, right? Because I'm chewing through tires too quick, and and the tires on the back here I had to go with new tires because 9 months and these things are starting to fucking wear out with these heavy loads. Now, mind you, I've been kind of fortunate. I've been pulling the lighter end of the load, so I've been staying with the tandem trailers. So like I've got like I said, the most I'm permitted to pull with a tandem with an open spread 10-foot open spread trailer tandem trailer is 99,000 pounds, or that's not pull, that's gross out. Like my truck and trailer and load is 99,000, but still that's gonna wear out your tires. It's gonna wear out your tires a lot faster than say a standard like a regular 80,000 pounds or 75,000 pounds when you're maxing out. So Goodyear are junk. Pirellis are better. I don't put Goodyears on my truck. I've never had Goodyears on my truck, but all I was saying, Houdini, is I would like to support the North American market if I can, um, but I can't afford it. I can't afford it. The North American market for tires is just too expensive. The only way I could afford to go get to get decked out with uh, 10 Michelins, like 2 Michelin steers and 8 drives, is if that truck beside me there has a new set put on and all of a sudden he rolls it over and I can get them off before the fucking insurance company gets there. That's the only way I'm getting them. Um, Overseas tires ain't it, but I hear you. You know what? You do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. Um, I'm not so proud as to say that that I run Chinese tires. I run Chinese tires, man. If I gotta, I gotta. Um, Occasionally, okay, let's see what I used to do back in the day is when I didn't need tires, like when I used to run Michelin's on the back and I used to run Bridgestones on the front on the steers. So what I would do is when I knew that my drives were just starting, right? So I knew that I was going to get say another like another half year, another 8 months or out of the tires. What I would do is every month I'd buy one tire, right? But this was back when I had a tire guy that was like it was a private guy that just he did tires for me. And so I would once a month I'd buy one tire. So if a tire, and this is bound back a few years, so a tire would be $500. Well, you can absorb $500 over a month. So one month you buy one tire. The next month you buy another. When you've got 8 tires, by the time you've got 8 tires, your tires are worn out. And all you're paying is for the guy to put them on because the 8 you're putting on are already paid for, right? Unfortunately, just the way things have worked and my health and being off and then this and then that and everything, I haven't been in a position to do that. Um, Now that I've got new sneakers on it, I probably will. Okay, now I'm set up again, and like I said, we're at the end of this tunnel here, where bills are now paid, everything pretty much paid up, and we're starting to put some money back into the bank, and da 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 da. Um, I will probably start doing that again, right? I'll probably every month just buy one tire, put the tire aside, stack it, and then next month, and then when I've got 8, hey, when I need new drives, they're sitting right there. So it's easier to absorb one than it is to pay for all 8 at once. Somebody just sent me an email about the fuel tanks. Um, Brother, I will take a look at that as soon as this live is over. I appreciate any help anybody's given. So if you're throwing emails at me, I will get at that, man. I will definitely check that out. There's quite a few operators buying Yokohama tires here. Any good? I don't know. I've got Yokohamas on this right now. I've got 16 ply Yokohamas on this. I had 12 ply Yokohamas on it, and I tore them off because of the heavy haul. But they were working well until I started cupping and coming apart on me. But that was on me, right? I had too soft a tire, had to go to a 16 ply. But these tires here seem to be doing really, really well. They're comfortable. I like them. They go down the road, go down the road nice, and they're quiet. Excuse me. They're quiet. You know, they give you that nice. Unless you're a truck driver, you don't know the sound I'm talking about, but it's that nice humming sound, a nice, even, not a woo 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 noise. It's just a nice as you're going down the road. They give you. They seem to be doing really well with that. So, I'm pleased with them. But you know what? They've only been on there a few weeks, so ask me again in a month. Ask me again in a month how these Yokohamas are doing, and Robert, I'll definitely be able to tell you. Sorry, I meant makes you money driving in Kansas. Chris, don't worry about it, man. I know what you meant. What do you think about the king dying? The king? What the hell are you talking about, Curtis? King what? King shit? King ding? King dong? What? Curtis, remember that thing you made when the queen died and you offended so many people? Yeah, that was must have been hilarious. King Charles, Dar. I don't think he died. Robert, did King Charles die? Anybody know? Not that I give a flying fuck. I could care less if he died or not. He's dying of. He's dying. He's got cancer. Well, that sucks. I don't wish that on anybody. You know, that's not the right way to go. Myself personally, by the time I'm about 90, I'm gonna die. Um, I'm gonna die when I'm 90 years old. Dar will have already left me, so I don't have to worry about my wife. But I'm gonna die when I'm 90, and I'm gonna die probably on top of my 20-year-old girlfriend. That way I can come and go all in one shot. Dun-dun-dun. Come on, come on, give it to me. Yeah, but he didn't die. We paying at least 2 times higher than any type of European countries for brand new cars. 3 times higher for secondhand used cars. Tolga, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. We would like to inform you that the news about the death of King Charles is fake. The embassy wrote on X, formerly Twitter, 5 hours ago. Chucky has run out of. I'm not going to pronounce that. I said dying. He isn't dead. Okay, whatever. He's not necessarily dying. Yeah. Who fucking cares? Holy crap, Tech Trucking. Not so many people know about it. I don't like the Royals. I got no use for the Royals. I got no use for the Royals whatsoever. Whatsoever. Um, you know, they're of no effect on my life being a Canadian. I could care less about them. I think the money that they get every single year could be better used and spent on its own citizens instead of letting a bunch of inbred fucking husk fed fucks. I could just go off on this, and we won't. But they could the money that goes to the royal family to support the royal family and blah 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 could be used much better. Just like the Canadian government, the money that they're giving to Ukraine. Sorry, Ukraine, but you know what? We could have used that money at home. We could have fed every veteran, fed, clothed, and homed every veteran. Ended homelessness, ended fucking hunger in Canada. We could have ended all of that with the amount of money that we sent to the Ukraine. You know what? And then after all of that was done, if there was any left over, then sure, we'll throw some at you. But sorry, Curtis, with you there. Yeah. I hope so. Curtis, I have not cared about any of them since 1776. Mr. Beast, you've been around that long, have you? He killed Diana. Who? Chucky killed her? I don't doubt that. There was I kind of fell down the when Diana died. I fell down that conspiracy hole, rabbit hole of all the different, with Dadi Fayed and his family and the royal family and Chuck and all the shit and what really happened and this and that and who knows. But if he did, do you think he would? Let's face it. Charles could have fucking pulled out a pistol and shot her right on the front lawn of Buckingham Palace, and he'd still be a free man today. Tolgo, Wheelburner Express, for sure it's crazy, sir. It's happening all because of the tax difference. Otherwise, car manufacturers selling the cars via the same prices, all the countries plus logistics. Dude, we're about on April 1st, we're about to take the a new tax, a new tax. We're about to take a tax increase called of the carbon tax. Everything in our country, everything from this cigar this cigar to the bags that Northern Girl Hobbies is putting her seeds in right now. Every single thing from cigars to bags, the price is about to go up. And not just a little. It's about to go up because of this. We are about to be bent over and with no lube. And if they're using lube, they're putting sand in it. Let me tell you that. We need to stop paying the carbon tax. Well, you know what? Alberta and Manitoba have already told the prime minister that we will not collect it. You can go fuck yourself. Chucky killed her. I don't doubt it, man. She knew. She knew info. Well, yeah. Well, she think about it, right, Jen? How many years was she a royal? Well, she was a royal after she divorced Chucky boy there, but she knew a lot. She was in that family a long time. She was around. You know, you can't be the Princess of Wales and not know shit. No, he's gone into a secret hiding place in Canada to get his fix. 23%. What did I miss? 23%. Yeah, isn't that crazy, eh? Isn't that crazy? 23%. That's it, Curtis. Just all of us stop refuse to no end. Stack it to the rafters, folks. Jen, we're trying. Dar and I are absolutely trying. I mean, Jesus H Christ, woman, if I could stuff my mattress with it, I would be right now. Really, really. I don't. I'm not 100%. I've been trying to do projections on my business on how this is because this is going to affect me, right? It's it's a carbon tax. Well, this thing here produces a lot of carbon, right? I'm gonna get. There's going to be a lot. My business is going to take a big hit on this. I don't know what it is. I've been trying to do projections to see how far I can go or how badly it's going to hurt me, and if it's even worth it. It may not be worth it. Uh, Northern Girl, it may just come to the point where you know what, I sell this and I come up to your place and we sit there and we seed, right? I'll come out and plow that new property of yours. You just feed me 3 squares a day and let me do my laundry in a river. I'm all good, girl. Dar would love it. Trust me, Dar would love it. You just say the word, I'll sell the truck. We'll come up and hang out at your place. How does one stop when it's built into everything? That's exactly. It's not like if the price goes from $19 to $35, or say it goes from $20 to $35. What do you do when you with the retailer? Do you tell the retailer, I'm only giving you the 20, I'm not giving you the 35? He's then going to turn around and go, well, here, we'll take that back. Fuck you, right? Like, how do you go about doing that? It has to be at the provincial government level that says we're not going to collect it, right? So that the retailers aren't collecting it. That's how you do it. You can't do it. Saskatchewan and Alberta already. I thought it was. Oh, did I say? I think I said Manitoba, didn't I, Curtis? Sorry. I think it was Saskatchewan. You're right. It's Saskatchewan and Alberta. If that carbon tax was serving for its real goal, I would volunteer to pay it as well. But it's just another uh, cheat to charge more tax. No worries. They can find a way to charge the tax for air as well. Oh, brother, don't kid yourself. I know they can. Dodie is back. Did you miss me? God, with every minute you were away, you just don't know, Dodie. You just don't know. I can breathe again. You're here. Thank you, babe. If we never let them set up central banks, then everybody would be much better off. Robbing bastards. I agree. Rice, beans, whatever you can grow. Thanks, girl. It's community building for sure, Brian. Hey, you know what? You know what? Northern Girl, it's gonna get bad here. It's gonna get bad here. How bad I don't know yet, but it's gonna get bad here. That April 1st is like I'm just counting. I'm counting the fucking days here. The rumor was she was pregnant with a Muslim's baby, so she had to die. I heard Robert. I'd heard that she'd already had an abortion from Dodi Fayed's baby, and yes, she might have been pregnant again. Hmm. I call BS on that, Tyke. I don't know, Jen. I would kind of believe Robert. He lives there. He's there most of the time. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Northern Girl Hobbies. We are 100% under attack. And Northern Girl, Mr. Beast is from North Carolina. I have noticed a lot of reports about how the government wants to stop having a garden in the backyard. Yeah. Or they're going to tax you for it somehow or another. You're allowed to have a community garden or you're allowed to have a garden on your property, but what they'll do is they'll start charging you a tax by how many square feet your garden is or how many acres your garden is. Trust me, one way or another, they're going to get their pound of flesh out of you. They really, really will. Tax on air is coming at some point. Hope I'm done. I'm done by then. Yeah, you and me both, bro. It's just 2 weeks till April. Yeah, I know. Recycled hooligan. You see the stress on my face? You see me losing my mind here? Man, I'm in full panic mode here, buddy. I am in full panic mode. Matter of fact, I might just have to have another drink of Dr. Pepper. That's how bad it is. Panicking is not something I do. We don't in this business here, young truck drivers don't make it to be old truck drivers by panicking. You work it out, you adapt, you improvise, you overcome. But in this case here, it's a little harder. It really is. It really is. I don't know. Look at what the UK or look what the UKers are doing to the farmers. No, exactly, Jen. Exactly. Maybe you misunderstood. They are flat out stopping you from having a garden at all. Tons of reports on the screw tube. I've not even heard of that. Are you serious, man? We're being fleeced. Whatever happens, these tricksters there trickles down to here. Oh, dude, don't kid yourself. We are a small country, but and there's only, like I said, there's only 30 what, 37, 36 or 37 million people in Canada. But we are leading the way in getting screwed and having our government abuse us. And if you don't think it's coming to the United States, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. It is coming there. You just don't know it yet. They're going to have to be a little more careful the way they do it. They're going to have to be a little more cautious and throw a little more flamboyance on it. But if it's happening to us, it's going to happen to you too. I promise you. I promise you. Mr. B's, Mr. B's and T's, no way in heck I'd be leaving. Well, Jen, it's a simple fact of yeah, you'd be leaving, but where do you go? Because you could move. Like let's just say it was happening. Like I know where you live, so I won't say it. But let's just say it was happening where you are, and you're going. Well, f this. Me and my man, we're out of here, and we're gonna go here. Well, eventually it's gonna happen there too, right? Eventually it's gonna happen there too, and then you're gonna go, well, son of a bitch. Okay, now we're gonna move here. Like eventually it's gonna all the way down the line. You can move 26 times. You can move 26 times, and at the end of the day, it's still going to get you, right? You'll die before it'll end. The roper, the roper. Damn, that can be taken 10 different ways. The roper. What up, driver? Hey, we're just sitting around talking politics and gardens. You figure out you everything in between the politics and gardens. That's where we're at, man. You figure it out. Here's my Discord link. Come share info. There you go. Hash Brown VR13. Hi. How you doing, man? How hopefully excuse me. Dr. Pepper and me aren't agreeing right now. Hopefully you're having a good night. Hopefully things are well for you. Somewhere less commie if you don't have enough people with the things. You know what? Jen, we thought about Dar and I thought about it. Like we've thought about doing Alberta because Alberta seems to be leading the way in Canada. And there was talk last year of Alberta actually separating and becoming its own, going out on its own because it can. The province of Alberta doesn't need the federal government. It doesn't need Canada for anything. It can fully self-support itself and be its own country if it really wanted to. And we thought about it because if that be the case, I'd rather be there when they separate than try to get in after they separate. That'd be a bitch, right? So what do you do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna move to Central America? My kids did that. My two oldest kids did that. When COVID hit and all the rules and regulations, all the shit, they said "f you." And both my two oldest daughters, they went down to Mexico. And now since then they've moved. They're now living in Australia. Why, considering the tight rein the government has there? But either way, um, where are you going to go? At my age now, like I said, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not old by any means. I'm 54, man. But at my age now, I have to make a final decision. I don't have enough time left in my life to go, well, I can go here. And if it doesn't work out, then I can do this. And if it doesn't work out, then I can do this. I have to make a final decision in my life with my wife now. Dar joined. Oh, sorry, your Discord. Dar joined. Rome, Wandet area hacker. Hi. Well, hi. How are you? Some of the names, man. Some of the handles people come up with for YouTube are pretty goddamn good. Recycled hooligan, it's going to get a lot worse before this next election. Oh, you're damn right. And the reason it's going to get more worse is they want it to get worse because it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And then they're going to build on that with promises of making it better and better and better. And because the worse it is, the more desperate you will become and you will listen to their lies. That's how that works, guys. Right? They make it so uncomfortable and they make it so bad for you the year or so before or 18 months before that election. They run you into the dirt, they run the country, whatever, and then they promise, "Oh, well, we're going to make it better. We're going to do this." And you are so desperate that you vote for them. And Dar is close to 90. Oh, Curtis, you're going to get your life, you're taking your life in your hands. She doesn't have to be standing in front of you to get you. She can get you from where she is. Like we know where you are. She knows where you are. Dude, as of today, the banks are failing big time. Not small banks, the big boys like BOA and Wells Fargo. Well, I think Wells Fargo has been in trouble for about 4 or 5 years. They just don't know enough to roll over and fucking die. Tolga, Kitty Craze with Dar banned Curtis. You know what? We can't ban Curtis. I keep taking his wrench away, and Dar keeps giving it back to him because he's a member, right? He's a paying member of the channel, so I can't take a wrench away from a paying member. Damn it, you know. That's how Curtis stays in my good books. $2 at a time, $2 a month. That's all it takes. $2. I think it's $2. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what a membership costs. I don't have a clue. Desperation is a stinky cologne. Hooligan? Agreed. Agreed. But you have to agree with me. But if you look at the history of politics and the way the government works, especially in Canada, but in Canada we have the Liberal Party, we have the New Democratic Party, which is like an off Liberal Party, and then we have the Conservatives. Okay, and in your country you've got the Democrats, which are our liberals, and you have your Republicans, which are our conservatives. It's the same parties. They're called two different things, but they're same parties, and it doesn't make any difference. It makes no difference, right? I can ban him from you guys, but he's going to ban me too in Mr. B's channel as the only mod, so it's dodgy for me. 4.99 is my lowest membership. Yeah, we're going to lower that. We'll take it down to I think the lowest option is like $1.99. We'll take that down to $1.99. I didn't realize it was so high. I'm just the yap. I'm just the mouth. I don't make those. Those decisions are made by people up here. I'm still down here, so you know. My handle came from a friend on the CB. I know you remember them, Wheelburner. No one else does. Your handles, everybody's handle. Yeah, yeah. Years and years and years ago, nobody called each other by their name. I'd see you going by on the highway. It'd be 2-4 on the mic, come back 19, whatever. Like you talk, and everybody had a handle. Some of them were good. Some of them were good. We had some really good handles back then. Um, Hooligan. The economy has always been the fall of every empire. Yes, you're right. Curtis paid more than that. Yeah, I think he paid for one of the bigger memberships. So we got to actually be nice. We actually got to be nice. Trump said there will be bloodbath in the car industries if he's not reelected. Our news comes out with Trump says there will be a bloodbath if he's not reelected. 4J's entertaining locos. Hi. How you doing, man? 4J's? Hi. Hope things are well for you. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying hi. If you've got a cigar, smoke it. If you got a beer, drink it. If you got nothing going on, hang out, shoot the shit, and talk. We can trash some government. We can talk trucking. Anything you want to do. Curtis banned Tolga secretly. Nowhere in the rule book does it say we have to be nice to Curtis. No, Mr. Bees. I'm telling you, you're right. Nowhere in the rule book does it say you need to be nice to Curtis. The problem is there's a couple of other channels where Curtis is a mod and nobody else is the mod. So I can fuck with him here all day long, and so can Dar. But if I go over to James, he can boot me. Or if he's on yours and he's a mod on yours, he can boot me. Well, Mr. Bees, you don't go live, but if you ever did, Jesus. Who in their right mind gave Curtis so much power? Uh, Hey, who gave Curtis so much power? Man, somebody was stoned. Nope. Personally, I got no beef with the guy. No way. Beer, weed, and cigs. Healthy fuck I am. Well, 2-4. Um, Beer for me, nope. Cigs for me, nope. Weed for me, nope. Man, I'm 0 for 3, bro. You know what? Tell you what, 2-4. Get rid of the cigs and go with the cigars. Hey, wheel burner, Mir Hussein. Hey, wheel burner, you smoking weed? Nope. This is an HOH. It's a Sorry, it's a Honduran cigar, and it's a cigar. Simple as that. Just a stogie. Just a stogie. Oh, a good stogie though. Not too bad. I'm a recovered drug addict, and I'm a recovered alcoholic. So I don't do drugs, and I don't drink alcohol. Um, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do smoke cigars. Uh, so most people around me prefer me this way. They prefer that I don't drink and I don't do drugs. And on the 21st of this month, it'll be 31 years I've been clean and sober. So that's what, a couple of days away. I'm going to celebrate an anniversary of being clean and sober for 31 years, which I never thought back in the day. When I think about it now, I'm 54 and I'm 31 years clean and sober. I've been clean and sober over half my life. Over half of my life, I've been clean and sober now. Like if somebody had told me back way back when, like when I first got clean and sober, that I would live my life and I would have a good life and I'd have a beautiful wife and I'd have a beautiful home and I'd have six beautiful daughters and a grandchild. And if somebody told me way back when, on those first few weeks, months, and years that I was getting clean and drying out, that I would have all of this today, I would absolutely say you are so full of shit. Your eyes are brown. But yet here it is, 31 years later, and yeah, we're still kicking, we're still going, we're having we live a good life, we do okay. We're not rich, like we're not rich, but we're not dying, we're not missing meals. So you know what? I can't believe it. Sometimes I gotta pinch myself. It's like holy shit. Thanks, Jen. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, Bry. Oh, sorry, I missed a couple. I mean, do you support Palestine or Israel? I do not. I do not put my nose into either of the businesses. I support neither. Only because I just do not dabble in that. It is probably best. I'll be honest with you, Amelia. I am a Canadian. I'm a business owner. I have a family, and my country has enough of its own problems within it for me to be really trying to pay attention to what's going on in other countries right now. When my country cleans itself up, then I can divert energy and time and to other countries. But right now, no. Uh, D Dub Step 61. Weed? Question mark. Nope. No weed. Don't get me wrong. I've smoked fields of it. Smoked fields of it. I've stuffed more cocaine up my nose. I bet you I bought all those cartels down there at least two yachts, maybe three, maybe three. But no, not today. Good man, real solid. Thanks, Mir. Appreciate that very much. Hey, be nice to Curtis. I'll stick up for you, sweetheart. By the way, when you gonna wear your thong when you mow the lawn again? Next time Curtis comes up, man, I'm telling you, Dodie, the next time Curdy comes up, we're gonna put him on the John Deere riding mower. He's gonna get his mankini on, and we're gonna video it. It's gonna hit the channel, man. It's gonna hit the channel. ScrewTube hates me. Must be the shit I say on it. The little commie, the little commie pricks. It seems to be, Mr. Bees. It's not just you. It's everybody. It's everybody. A lot of people right now are taking strikes on their channel for no reason. Right? Yeah, there's people taking strikes because people put strikes, but there's people taking strikes on their channel for things that they're saying about government or YouTube or different platforms or whatever. It's not called for. You're super solid. Again, appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Terfanda Niden. What the hell are you saying? Tolga. My Turkish. I'm not up to date on Turkish. Two for give up hard booze and cocaine years back. That's what you know what I was a low bottom drinker because I drank Jim Beam, right? Jim Beam or Jack Daniels. Wild Turkey if I couldn't get the other two, but I was a Jim Beam drinker. Um, in a glass if I had one, but from the bottle preferably. And well, cocaine and crack, loved it, loved it. Later, y'all. Good hanging. Hooligan, thanks for popping in, brother. Always a pleasure having you here. Always a pleasure to see you. Keep doing the videos. Keep doing. Something's gonna hit for you, man. I spent. And Hooligan, if you're still here, just by chance in a million years, stop being so goddamn hard on yourself. Right? I'm noticing more and more in your videos that you're saying things, but you're kind of very, very casually putting yourself down or knocking yourself. I know I don't do this and I don't have this or I can't. Dude, you're doing just fine. Bro, you are doing just fine. You're killing it for what you've got. You got that new camera now. Looking forward to the videos you're going to be putting out with that. Get it done, man. Get it done. But stop being so hard on yourself. It's going to come for you, okay? Everything's going to come together for you eventually. I spent half my money on hookers and partying. The rest I just out flat wasted. um, years ago, like we're talking a lot of years ago. Like I'd already cleaned up and was sober, and my dad, who I was talking to, and he was in my life back then. My dad and I were sitting around the dinner table one night. Um, and I think Dar was in the kitchen or whatever. And my dad asked me, he said, "Son," he said, "if you could go back and you had all of the money that that went out of your pocket on, you know, the drugs, the booze, the women, the bullshit, all the stuff, where would you be today?" And I think at that point, I think I was somewhere in my mid 30s or maybe late 30s. I said I'd be retired. I'd be retired. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm a qualified pisshead. Well, Robert, so am I. So am I. I just don't get all pissed up, but I'm still there. Trump or Biden? Abdullah Trump. Abdullah Trump. Um, he's the politician that's going to cause the least amount of damage. Don't pick the politician you like the most. Pick the one you dislike the least. So you pick the one that's going to do the least amount of damage. Most of my comments get removed from here, not from my channel. Well, maybe they have. Jack De Wonderful. I haven't seen any of your comments. So if you've been commenting in here, I don't know why they're getting removed. Who's the Canadian president? The Canadian Prime Minister is Justin Trudeau. We just call him the Trudump. Justin Trudump. We don't have presidents in Canada. I wish we had a president. I don't support genocide. That's all I have to say. Well, no, neither do I. Help, I can't stop eating this brownie. Well, you know when a cub becomes a scout, right? When he eats his first brownie. Hut! I got a notice that said your statement goes against community standards. I asked what I said so I can say it more. Terfando Terfando was curious about the topic in general, and he was asking why I am the moderator. You're not just the moderator. Tolga, when you're talking to people, you're not just the moderator. You remember, you tell them you are the ambassador. You are at least on my channel, okay, sir? On my channel, Tolga, you are the ambassador. You are not only a moderator, but you are the ambassador. That is how highly that we think of you on this channel. Okay? We think of you. That's how highly we think of you on this channel. You've been with me a long time, bro. You've been with me a long time, and you've been nothing but good to me, and you've always had good things to say. And on my channel, brother, you are an ambassador. And I am very glad to have you here. 151. 151. Oh, what? You want to rip out your insides or what? Jack and crack, glad them days are gone. Oh, 151. I used to get into that so hard, so hard. My first wife, why she's still alive, I don't know, but my first wife was from Trinidad, and her family obviously was from Trinidad, and they were very wealthy. But they used to import the Trini 151 and 24. Let me tell you, the damage I did to myself with that shit. Oh, good God. Good God. Um, that's probably the reason I've got 99% of the fucking problems I've got today is probably from that rum. And when we weren't busy drinking it, we were putting it in our motorcycles. You could run your bike off it. Have you thought about having a guest in on one of your YouTube lives? Uh, Bro, I do it all the time. It's hard to do on this, and there is a way for me to bring guests in on this. Usually, when I'm doing them from home, we run StreamYard, and then I bring guests in. But yeah, I've done it lots of times. If you go back and you look, say I've been doing the lives in this format now for 2 or 3 weeks now. But if you go back to previous, say 2 or 3 weeks to the lives, I do them in StreamYard, and we bring in guests, and I got no problem with that. I really enjoy it. Now, when I was setting up this live tonight, there is a way, there is a way for me to bring in guests, but because this live started while I was driving, I had to shoot it on my phone, right? If I'd have started this live while I was already parked, I would be doing it on an iPad, a much bigger device. And then I figured it out while I was setting this up. I figured it out. There is a way that I can bring in guests. I think I can bring in up to three. So I will. How we doing? Depending on how, like, say my next live is or whatever, I may start doing that and start bringing in, because I can't bring a guest in while I'm driving, obviously, right? That makes no goddamn sense. But I love bringing in guests. Like, if I opened it up and you wanted to come in, and you know, I got no problem whatsoever. You come in, we can shoot the shit, get to know each other, talk about whatever, tell dirty jokes. Damn, I don't care, whatever you want. I love it. I've had just a lot of a lot of the people in in this chat right now have been on my live. Robert, Tyke Truck, and he comes on. Love having Robert. Dodalina's been on my lives. Um, Tolga hasn't. Curtis has. Um, Nomadic Brit. There you go. How you doing, brother? Nomadic Brit. Wheel burner. Chat. Evening from Chattanooga. Glad you're doing well, Mark. Glad you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. Um, he's another one. I've had Nomadic Brit come into my lives. Love talking to Mark. Love talking to that guy. Very knowledgeable. Very smart man. When it comes to trucking and business, he's a tanker yanker. He's got himself a really good channel too. Go check him out. Pancho, what's this channel about? Well, dude, the channel is Wheel Burner Express. It is primarily about trucking, truck driving, owner operators, new. We try to help out as many of the new guys as we can. We do lives like this and give everybody a chance to comment, and we give everybody a chance to step in and say what they want to say. So if you're a new driver and you got questions, there's enough good owner operators and company drivers in this chat, and mechanics and fleet owners. We try to help out as many people as we can, and usually the topics start out on trucking, and next thing you know, we're talking about whatever. We could be talking about seeds, or we could be talking about bees, or we could be talking about hell, anything. So Pancho, there's your answer. uh Mr. B's and T's, Mr. B's. I think Jen just posted his channel. Made in Allah, free Palestine, free Jerusalem from. Okay, if you say so. Everyone's saying hi to Brett. Uh, Thank you, Tolga. There you go. Pancho, basically trucking and high quality conversation. Pneumatic Brit. Oh, there you go. There we go. The Brits are going to start swearing at each other. Don't worry about it. It's normal. They'll get over it. Whatever happened to Nevada and his wife? I'll be honest with you. It's not my place to say. All I can say is Nevada decided that YouTube was not beneficial to his life. It was probably causing him more grief than he really needed, so he walked away. And he just kind of went off out into the sunset, and he doesn't really involve himself in YouTube anymore. Um, Other than that, it's not my place to say the details of what's going on, but that's just the gist of it there. And I'll be honest with you, Freeway, he's better off and he's happy. Okay, he's better off and he's happy, and I'm happy for him. Robert, you bar steward. There you go. See, the two Englishmen are gonna. One's a northern bastard and one's a southern softy or whatever they call it. Actually, Robert usually calls him a c word, but you know what? That's for Robert. I've been on one of your lives actually, you did, Mr. B's. I apologize. You and Mrs. B's, I believe, were both sitting around one night and you came on. My apologies, sir. What do you think? What do you do? I'll yank your tank. There's a long lineup for that, John Deere, yanking my tank. What do? I pull flatbeds. I do overweights. Right now, I'm pulling. I'm not pulling oversize, but I'm pulling overweight. I do down to New York State. Um, what an amazing. Glad I stumbled upon it. Well, hey man, I'm glad you're here. Thanks, you're here. You know what? Just for that, my friend, we'll throw a blue wrench at you. There you go. You now are a standard moderator, which means you can now check out all the other channels that are blue, and you can and anybody can check out your channel if you have one. Again, guys, I've said it before. Tolga's actually doing it for us right now. Tolga is doing it for us right now. I think Jen did it as well. If you've got a channel, please feel free to throw it up. You know, throw the link up if you've got a channel. I have no problem with that. I'll be back. Got to get the bread in the oven. Yeah, the last time I had bread, last time I had one in the oven, I ended up with another daughter. Don't be talking like that. I have plenty of questions. Well, John Deere, you're welcome to go ahead and ask them as long as A, they're respectful, they're not racist, and they're not, they're not out of line. You go ahead and ask anything you want, man. Anything you want. The only thing I won't tell you is I won't talk about my finances. I'll talk about yours. I'll talk about your finances all day long, but I'm not talking about mine. Uh, what is Brit's channel? It's right there. Tolga's throwing it up right there. If you go down two, right there. Nomadic Brit. Where are you based out of? I am a Canadian. John Deere, I'm a Canadian, but I do OTR Canada, US. I'm a cross border driver. I'm based out of Brockville. Our terminal is in Brockville, Ontario, but I don't live here. I live about 70 miles northwest of here. Um, was just curious. I haven't seen him in a minute. No, he's been gone for about 7 or 8 months there, Freeway. It's been a while. He's been gone. I know that Dar checks in periodically with him on Messenger, and she talks, and he's okay. He's happy. He's doing well. He's doing well. I meant cute by C word. Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant cute. Mark the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Mr. Bees, I did go out and buy a camera and a mic for doing your lives. Been waiting to use it. Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Bees. If I can get this old wagon parked early enough, and like I said, if I'm doing a driving video, I have to use the phone because I can't set up the tablet in the windshield. It would just take up too much room, right? Um, Dar's texting me, go to bed. Yeah. What time is it? It's 20 after 7. I've still got a few minutes here. If I set up the tablet, it's too big, right? And I've got no way to anchor it. I've got no way to anchor it so it stays steady. With the phone, I've come up with a good anchor. Like I've got a good mount now, and I can anchor it, and so it's not, these aren't going down the highway and you're looking at the phone go like this. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the way it works. But if I can get parked and do a live, then I'll use the iPad, and I'll definitely open it up, and you guys can come in, and you can use that new handy dandy fancy camera. Uh, two fours saying thanks to Tolga. No way. Well, there you go. You know what? You come in, you show a little love here. You want to hang out. If you're gonna come back or whatever, you want to be a member, you want to subscribe, whatever you want to do. That's entirely up to you. Um, when you've got the wrench, it just enables you to go around. Like if we get some out of line people, somebody makes a comment that's out of line, you can remove them and the comment. And it also means you can check out other channels. So even if Nomadic's link wasn't in here, you can tap on his name in the chat and it will take you to his channel automatically. Can I be a mod? Um, Anybody can be a mod. I have to give it to you. Wheelburner, I'll sub if I can be a mod. Not, Now we're making deals. Is that how life is now? We're making moderator deals. Tell you what, John Deere. Tell you what. Here, hold on. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's just take a looky here. Right. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. Turn the volume down. I don't want to hear my own damn voice, for crying out loud, right? Tell you what, John Deere. There we go. There. You subscribe. And if I see that number go up by 1, I'll make you a moderator. I'll give you a wrench. Pancho Pico Hilo. I hope I said that right. Halo. I like. Hey man, I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not gonna ask. I don't ask anybody for subs. I don't. That's entirely up to you. But if you're gonna come in and you're gonna chat and you're gonna hang out, at least hit the like button for me, would you? I do appreciate that. Well, somebody just subbed. It better have been you. Okay, John Deere, you got it. Appreciate that, Poncho. Thank you for the like. That's what's the conditional support means, I guess. John, yeah. Happy is all that matters. Yeah, you're right. It is. And I'm glad he's happy. He's doing well. D-Dub Step 61, indeed. Jenny, hi. Jenny, hi. How are you? Thank you, Jenny, for coming in, saying hi. Hit the like button. Bouncing out, Brian. Have some calls to make. Great chat. Text me. I have a new phone. Stack it, folks. Jen, no problem. We will definitely text you. Thank you so much for coming in. Always a pleasure having you here, man. Always a pleasure. You guys take it easy up there, and you are absolutely right. Everybody stack it. Stack it. Northern Girl, are you also from Canada? Yes, she is. I met Northern Girl Hobbies. You know how tough this chick is? John Deere, you know how tough this chick is, Northern Girl Hobbies? You know where I met Northern Girl Hobbies? She's not even a goddamn truck driver. I met Jen, Northern Girl Hobbies. I met her at the convoy. I was in the convoy in Ottawa. My wife and I were in the convoy. And that is where I met her, Northern Girl Hobbies. That is one tough woman. And we've been friends since. So, Pneumatic Brent. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Well, you know what? In order for you to be back, you have to leave. And I didn't even know you had left. Life is all about deals. Hey, you win some, you lose some, brother. We'll call this one a draw. Pneumatic Brit, welcome back, sir. John Deere, how do you like it, Northern Girl? How does she like what? Being a Canadian? She loves being a Canadian. Oh shit. See, I'm not the most tech savvy. There you go. Truck Report Geeks. Keep up the great work. Hey man, with a name like yours, man, you should be running a channel. That's a YouTube channel right there. Anybody know? Hold on. Let's check this out. Let's check this guy out. Hold on. Does he have a channel? Do you have a channel? Truck Report Geeks. Why is it not letting me go to your channel? With a name like that is a YouTube channel, dude. You should have a YouTube channel. Yeah, everyone's saying bye to Northern Girls. I checked out your page. Looks very cold wherever you are. She's up north. She's up north, Mr. B. She's about from where I live. She's about 235 miles, like almost like northwest of where I am. And the city that she lives in is known for snow. Snow, like they stack snow up there. Like they have a lot of freaking snow up there. So, John Deere, refresh your page. Can I get a cigar if I sub? No, no. I thought it might have been Canada. Brit is back after taking a big dump in the Carsey. Wow, that's entirely possible. You never know. Hey, plays, Curtis. I just saw your last message, and now that you're also the loved one in here as well, brother. I can clearly see this since years. Love you guys. John Deere, that's pretty cool. There you go, man. See, you're now blue, and I didn't even have to put my hands around your neck to make you turn blue. Uh, well, she's tougher than me. I ain't living in that cold ass place. Let me tell you, Mr. Bees, go check out her channel. Okay, this woman plows fields and then plants shit and grows her own food, and she like her and her husband they can literally live off the land, right? And they make a big attempt at that. So right on. Jenny, I changed my username. You changed your username from what? What was your username? Trucker Report Geeks. Oh, so he does have a channel. Dar, did you look at it? I'm just curious. With a name like that, man, you got a channel. Talk everything trucks for every task. Damn. Good on you. Good on you. We need more. We need more. You know what? We need good. What we need is good, honest, um, good, honest guys out here doing talking trucking that aren't busy blowing smoke and making themselves like looking great. You know, we need more guys out here working the YouTube, trying to help out the next generation of truck driver, guy or girl coming up in this industry, because that is the next generation, and that's what we're leaving this to. So if you're one of those, man, I applaud you and thank you for doing your work. Like I was almost talking to you like you're a military veteran or something. Thank you for your service. But hey, man, appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping in here. How you found me, I don't have a clue, but I'm glad you did. Throw up a like. We'll definitely check you out. If it's something worth looking at, I got no problem. I support other channels as well, and I sub to other channels. So if you go live, I'd love to see what you're doing. Um, John Deere, wheel burner. Do you know any jokes? Yeah, but they're usually not appropriate for sitting on YouTube. It'll probably get me struck. John Deere, tell him to sing Sesame Street. John Deere, do not say a fucking word. Do not open your mouth, or I'll take that fucking wrench away so fast it'll make your goddamn head spin. Espanola, no, senor. No Espanola. Anglais. If I decided to try cigars, what are your suggestions, Brian? 2-4, it's a personal thing. 100%. It's a personal thing. What I suggest is you go out and get a couple of different sampler packs. You can go into any good reputable cigar store will have sampler packs. Get 2 or 3 sampler packs. They usually have 3 or 4 different cigars in each sampler pack, and smoke a different cigar every day. And then make note of the ones you like and the ones you didn't like, and kind of build on that. And then you'll after enough time, you'll know what you're liking. You'll know what you prefer, what your preference is for cigars. That's all I myself. I like Nicaraguan and I like Honduran cigars. I like Rocky Patel's and I like Alec Bradley's. Rocky Patel's got a very large selection, and so does Alec Bradley. They got a large selection. I would say I smoke about 90% of Rocky Patel's selection. He's got really good. Same with Alec Bradley. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I enjoy Cuban cigars? Yes, I enjoy Cuban cigars as much as anybody else, but they're overpriced. And like I said, the other countries, Nicaragua, Honduras, even the Dominican, are now putting out cigars that are on par, if not as good, if not better than Cuban. So on top of old spaghetti, I'm not singing that. Jenny retracted. About ready to get out of trucking. Time to retire. Oh, freeway. I hear you. I hear you. A lot. I'm in that zone. Some mornings I do, and some mornings I don't. Um, right now, let's face it, freeway. As an owner operator, money talks, right? So when you're making bank and you're doing well and things are going well, you don't want to stop. When you're getting nickeled and dimed to death and you can't get a load, you're sitting here, you got your thumb in your ass over there, the industry's kicking the Christ out of you. What do? Those are the times you're going, oh man, I want to get out of this. Um, I've been on both ends. I've been on both ends inside of a month, dude. you know, so I hear you. I don't blame anybody, honestly. I don't blame anybody in this industry that says f this, fuck that, I've had enough. I don't blame anybody. And I don't care if you're an older guy like we are or if you're a younger guy that's been doing it for 5 minutes. I don't blame anybody. Jenny, my original username was Megan Lopez, and then I changed it to Jenny because I'm starting my own content. Now, Jenny, do I want to ask what your content is? Okay, Jenny, I'm going to ask, what is your content? Trucker Report Geeks will do have a website as well for people wanting to learn about trucking. Fantastic. I tell you what, there, bro. We'll throw a wrench at you as well. There you go. I appreciate you coming in here, and I appreciate you doing that. Um, everybody knows that my email is open for anybody as well. I don't have a website per se. I run everything through this YouTube channel. Um, but I got no problem with anybody that wants to throw an email with a question or a suggestion. You guys got suggestions? Anything you want to see, you want to hear, you want to talk about future? We can set up anything like that. I got no problem with that. I've got a couple already on the back burner, a couple of ideas that people have asked about that we're gonna look at and we're gonna talk about. Um, so anybody, wheelburnerexpress at gmail.com, throw an email, man. I'll be happy to. Actually, I'm lying my ass off. I probably won't read it. Dar will, and she'll tell me about it. That's just the way it works. She gets the emails long before I do. So yeah, truck report geeks. Good job. Keep it up. We need guys like you, man. Um, hey Britt, Curtis, can we get the chat to send Brian Sing Sesame Street? Jack, leave it, dude. You're gonna get bounced. I can't believe I just found your channel 3 weeks ago. Your videos on ET are still the best ones, man. Thank you very much. Not only are they the best ones, but they are the highest viewed ones. Not okay. I had to get that out of the way. Actually, I was talking with Ronan a couple of weeks ago. I was talking to Ronan, and we were joking about that, right? We were joking about that. That I think the five top viewed videos on that channel are still mine, and I've been gone for 2 years. I haven't been on that channel in 2 years. Yeah, yeah, Dar knows me well. He's gonna love hearing that. Real burner, how long have you been in the business? All my life, man. This is all I know. This is all I know. I don't know anything else. I can probably, I came out of high school and went to college and became a chef, and then went to work in the restaurant industry, and I lasted about 9 minutes and decided, no, fuck this. So this is all I know. I don't know any. I don't know how. I I'm just not to say this is all I know. Like I could probably go get a job driving a forklift if I had to, or I could get a job, whatever. But I would require extensive retraining to go into another field. Um, I just the way it is. That this is all I know. This is all I've done. Um, and I don't begrudge that. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with that. This business has treated me well. I've done well in this business. Um, it has also kicked me in the dick and knocked me down a few times, but all in all, this business is paid for just about everything that we've got in our lives today. So, Kitty Craze with Dar sent you an email. Good question, John. Welcome, Mr. B. Curtis, retracted. Jenny, I'm still trying to figure out, like maybe like voice acting. I don't know. Well, I'll be honest with you, Jenny. YouTube is one of those areas that there is something for everybody, but you better find a niche. You better find a niche because otherwise you'll be doing it and you'll be talking to three people, and you better be doing it because you love doing it, not because you're looking for views. Um, that's just one thing about YouTube. Or check out Rumble. Check out Rumble. Um, we've not switched over to Rumble yet. The Canadian telecommunications and the government have not hurt me bad enough yet that I need to shut down my channel and go to Rumble. But we have a channel on Rumble. It's all set up. It's ready to go. The minute YouTube and the government in Canada decides to, start exercising and flexing its muscles and telling me I can't say this, I can't do this, I can't say that, we'll go to Rumble. I got a question. This ought to be good. Mr. Bees has a question. Attention, class. Mr. Bees has a question. Don't think I'll be around long enough to listen to it. Yeah, probably not. I just hope you get the tank problem fixed. Oh, dude, you and me both. Thanks, Wheelburner Express. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem. I got no problem working with guys like you. I'll work with guys like you all day long. How the Mr. Beast? Why do you just swear for Christ's sake? Stop doing that. How the fuck do we get our government to do what we pay them to do? You don't. Unfortunately, you don't get them to do anything. Um, and crying to your local level government. I don't know how it is in the states. In Canada, they're called MPs, and then the next they're at like the municipal level, and then we got MPPs, which are at the whatever level, and then we've got premiers with the provincial level. You literally have to start at the bottom and cause such a chaos and work your way all the way up before anybody will listen to you to get anything changed. So you don't. All you do is you wait every 4 years until there's an election. Remove it's like trucking, dude. It's like trucking and your engine and repairs. It's remove and replace. Remove and replace. You remove the government, you replace them with a new one, and hope to God that you made the right fucking decision. Remove and replace every 4 years. That's how it works. Uh, D-Dub Step 61. I will, John. Trucking with T-Bone is here, but not talking. He's retracting his messages. That means he must have said something absolutely horrible and mean. Oh my God. We go down and take over the House and the Senate, and we talk for once, not those old farts running them. You go ahead and Houdini, you go ahead and try that, and let me know uh, how that works out for you. 2-4. ET channel was started in Algo because of Ryan. It was Ronan started it, but I was one of the first ones with him to start it. Yeah, we started that together. T-Bone is T-Bone legend. I'll all right. I'll give him that. Yeah, T-Bone's a legend in his own mind, but in ours too. So yeah, T-Bone's a legend. He's running the highway. He's working hard. Got a good head and a shoulder. Got a good channel. Tolga, throw his channel up there for us, would you? If you don't mind. Britt saying hi to T-Bone. Mr. B, still waiting on Brian to send me an email on truck he likes. Oh, art room is almost done. Jesus, fuck. I'm wondering if I can do that from here. I'm wondering if I can do that from here. Okay, hold on, old man. Hold on. Now you're putting the fucking screws to me. Mr. B's. All right. Of all people, Mr. Bees, you are the last one I hate to let down. I am so sorry. All right. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm going to write it here because I know what it is. Mr. Okay. All right. This is my Bible, right? This is my Bible. Everything that's of any importance to me gets written on this, and I mean, like I've got chicken scratch going back, and then when they get full, I just put them down and start a new one. So uh, I will get it to you, sir. I will get it to you. Asin. I hope I said that right. Asine, Asane, Asane, Asine. Hi. Well, man, hi. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying hi. Well, it would be when I get off my fat ass and do it. Bro, trucking with T-Bone. I don't see much driving going on like the title suggests. Well, you missed that part. You missed that part. You're going to have to go back and watch the beginning because we were driving. We drove we pulled right out of my driveway. We started in the driveway, drove here, and then turned the camera around and sat here, and we've been sitting here shooting the shit. It's not my fault, T-Bone. I can't be responsible. I'm not taking responsibility for your tardiness. You got nothing else going on. You should have been here. That's on you. Sorry. But I'm glad you're here now, my brother. I really am. Thank you for coming in. Brian, you should do a full DOT pre-trip. Dude, that's been done a million fucking times. Nobody wants to watch me do a full DOT pre-trip. Everybody and their mother has done a video on a DOT pre-trip, you know, pre-trips, post-trips, um, all that kind of shit. Although I put a request in with our management, we got the new 2024 Pete 579s here, and there's an empty one sitting right over there, and I've asked permission to do a truck review and let's see if they'll let me have it for a few hours, and I might be able to actually do it tomorrow once I'm done my when I'm done my done my work tomorrow, and I'll do a full workup on the new Peterbilt, and we've also got um a couple of we got one 2024 Cascadia. So I can give you the comparison between mine, the 23, and now the 24. So I'm probably gonna do a you there? Hello? Hello? So yeah, I'm gonna do a video if the company says it's all right and I can take because I'm gonna want to take it for a drive, right? I'm gonna want to probably throw a trailer on it and take it for a spin and get it out. So I'm probably gonna do that if ownership says yeah, no problem. And I'll do the same thing for the Freightliner. I used to do this kind of shit for ET's channel all the time. The problem is that they usually it won't be a 5 minute video. Those ones turn out they're about 20-25 minutes even with all the editing. I used to do a video down there on something like that when I did the T680 and then when I did the W9 and all that kind of shit. um, it would take us 2 hours to shoot the video, and the girl that did all the editing would edit that down to a 20-minute video. Um, that's a lot for me to ask Dar to do to edit like that, do that kind of editing. She's capable of doing it, but the woman's got two other, she's got her business to run, plus another job she's doing, plus she's running a household. So, um, but I will do something like that if you guys want to see the new Peterbilts. Well, I'll rip it apart. You know me, you know what I'm like. I'll get right into the nuts and bolts and all the pros and all the cons. We'll take it for a chat. We'll take it for a drive, and leave the camera on while it's driving, see what's good, see what's bad, see how it feels. All that kind of stuff. I knew I forgot something, Mr. B. I meant to set my alarm to remind him. There you go. Tolgami. Wow, there's a new one. Trucking with T-Bone, the goal was reaching to the workplace, and it's done for today, apparently. I reached my goals today. I didn't set that bar very high, T-Bone, let me tell you. I set it down around here, and I actually made it to there. Didn't quite get up there. We're doing okay. Could mud somehow stop the fuel transfer from the tanks? No, because this has been going on long before I started with the in the rail yard. This has been going on for frickin' over a year now, right? So this would have been going on like when I was out on clean dry roads with a clean dry truck. So voice acting, sing Nickelback and we will judge. You sing Nickelback, you'll get bounced. Can I get a shout out? Fishman, sure. Shout out to Fishman. There you go, brother. Craig Hall, what up, Wheelburner and Wheelburners? Thanks, Craig, for popping in, man. Um, we're just hanging. We're just hanging. I'm gonna start shutting this down, and I've got about 10 minutes left on this cigar, and we're probably gonna shut this down. I do have to go to bed. I got to get up about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and get to do some work tomorrow. But let's see how the cigar goes. We're feeling pretty good. Dar, start posting on Rumble to build the channel. There's not a whole lot really to post. What's up, Mr. Bees? 007 Vaughn, why is everyone a mod? Can I be one? I tell you what, 007, you can be a mod if you come in, make comments, chat with the chat amongst yourselves with other people in the chat, add constructive criticism or add comments or whatever like that. And then the next time I go live in a day or so, if we see you back, hey, we'll throw a mod at you and you can be a mod. Yeah, 007, you got to be exactly. 007 is this symbol a wrench or a spanner? It depends your answer. Spammer, Tolga. Don't you know who I think I am? Well, I think I know who you think you are, but I overthunk it. Now I don't know what to think. You think? Trucking with T-Bone's channel link. There you go. Every, everybody that's not already subbed to T-Bone, please do yourself a favor and go over and check out that channel. Not now. Not now. Like later. Late. You're busy right now. You're here. You're hanging. You're relaxed. You're smoking. You're drinking. You're toking. You're puffing. Whatever the fuck you're doing now, keep doing it. A little later. Go get yourself a notepad and write down T-Bone's fucking channel link. Don't complain to your MP. I did it. Now they're coming after me saying I owe back taxes from when I had. Our MPs don't work like that. Our MPs don't work. Believe it or not, Tyke, the MPs in our area would probably be more afraid of me than anything. Way more afraid of me than anything. No problem, T-Bone. My pleasure, man. You're one of the best. 007, just be respectful and you might get one as well. That's all I ask, guys. Just be respectful. No racist comments. Be respectful. We do have ladies walking through here that are in this chat. And, show them the respect. You want to tell a dirty joke? Tell a dirty joke. I'm good with that. I was born a legend. It's been a heavy burden, but I will carry it. And you know what, Britt?
Hold on.
There we go. Headset disconnected. Does it every time. It's done at every live I've done here. What I was saying, Britt, is you carry it and you carry it well. You do. We'll give that to you. I don't think it helped calling them self-serving cunt. No, it probably didn't. It probably didn't. But mind you, most of the MPs in my area are little puss men. They really are little puss men. You know, I'm 6'2" and a half, 220 pounds, and I look like this. And if I showed up at your fucking door, are you gonna get lippy with me and tell me to fuck off and go away and mind my taxes? I don't think so. I will be back. I have to go feed the small horse I own. She maintains. She's maintaining 90 pounds. She's filling out nicely. That sounds like my ex-wife. Nomadic Brit, the Wombles of Wimbledon are definitely legendary. Hey, there we go. Uncle Bulgaria. Curtis Bryan, we would watch the full video. Hey, you know what? If that's what you guys, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, like I said, I got to get permission from the company to do it. I can't just go over and grab a fucking, grab a set of keys and go fucking do it. So, I do have to get permission to do it, and I don't see them being a problem. But we'll have to wait and see. Tolga is a YouTube legend. Tolga is a YouTube ambassador. Curtis, get it right. Crom, 1982. Howdy. Well, howdy to back at you, sir. How the hell are you? If you got a cigar, smoke it. If you don't, go get one and smoke it. Brian needs a full LED and disco setup in his truck. He seems like the disco guy when no one is watching. No, we don't do a lot of disco. Although I was alive for the disco era. I was young, right? Disco was what, 70s, right? So I was there, but I wasn't a disco. I wasn't a disco. Although, you know, I was of age when they had the disco duck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're too young. Curtis says the legend. It's a spanner here. Yeah, I know it. It's a spanner there. Nah, ZZ Top, Pink Floyd, Tom Petty. You had me at ZZ Top. You had me at Pink Floyd. You lost me at Tom Petty, brother. You lost me at Tom Petty. You know what? I've tried so hard. I really have, to get through, Tom Petty's library of music. Um, I just can't. There's just something about, like, his early, like when he did Refugee. Yeah, loved it. Good song. But all the shit he did in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, I don't know. There's something about Tom Petty. I just can't get it. I can't get the groove. ZZ Top, I can listen to that. I could listen to that. You could put that on and play it backwards. I'd listen to that. I can listen to Billy Gibson play guitar all day long, all day long. Pink Floyd, used to be a huge absolute Floyd fanatic back in the day. Nowadays, not so much. Like, I listen to it. It's on my phone. I got the music, but it doesn't me. I think I got clean. I got off the drugs. I got off the alcohol, and I got clean and sober. And for some reason, Pink Floyd kind of just went off off to the side. I had to be in a different altered state of mind. ScrewTube keeps deleting all my subs. I cannot tell you how many times I had to resub to just y'all channel. I am telling you, ScrewTube hates me. Maybe that's what's going on with me too, Mr. Beast, to be honest with you, because I'm having a problem with, like say Dodalina, Dodie's page. Shit, like I'm subbed, but then I'm not getting anything. Like nothing. No content, no notifications, no nothing. Um, I was gonna do it actually this weekend. I just didn't find the time to do it, but I was gonna go through my list of channels I'm sub to and unsub and resub and see if that helps. That sounds different. There we go. His shitty bluebird. Oh yeah, whatever, Curtis. Maybe it's a sign for bedtime. Yeah, maybe it is. Tolga, it's a great gig. I get to spend all day with my girls. If it's disconnecting just one or two times in a day, it's not an actual issue, sir. Bluetooth chips can lose the signal sometimes, even if mine just turns off. It doesn't lose the signal; it just shuts off. And this thing's not even a year old. This is one of the new ones, so I don't know. Well, I've always used. I've been very fortunate. I've since Blue Parrot came out with their original XB 100 or whatever that was. I've had one, and I've always had a Blue Parrot because they've always done really well. The quality is good. If you're ever looking for a good headset, that I'm hard on them, right? I use it a lot. I'm hard on them. I beat it up pretty good, and these things usually last me a few years each one. It just seems that this one here, For some reason, it's just I'll be in the middle of talking and I'll hear it in my ear. It'll go ding ding and turn off, and it's like, all right, turn it back on, da da da, and away we go. Me personally, I like the vlogs. You know what, Curtis? That was so much work. That was so much work. Um, and it was a lot of work for Dar to put those vlogs together. I'd have to put together 7 or 8 clips, right? 5, 6 minute clips, and send them each to her, and then she has to put them. Well, Christ, you lived with us for Christ's sake. You knew what the hell was going on. Um, it's just a lot of work to do vlogs, and you know what? I don't have the time to sit here after I'm done work to take that kind of time and do the editing and add the intros and add all the other shit that Dar adds to them and all the stuff she does and the music and I don't have the time to do that, right? And it's a lot. It's a lot for Dar to do. Doing fine, sir. Doing fine, sir. Smoking now. Atta boy. From 1890 or 1980, 1892. 1982. It's that dyslexia I got going on. Uh, I'm leaving because I got the perfect content. Wish me luck. Hey, Jenny, good luck. Give her hell, girl. Hello from the UK. Uh-oh. Fuck, a third one snuck in. Jesus Christ. We got a third Brit in the house. Okay, nerd, Nomadic Brit is here. He's down there. You'll see. He's saying hi to you. Tyke Truckin is here. So Brit is sorry, Tyke is a northern bastard, and Brit is a southern softy cunt. Which are you? Spit it out, boy. What are you? Trucking with T-Bone. You keep saying you haven't seen the notifications. Did you get one? Did you get one today from you? No, I've got nothing from you, T-Bone. That's what, and I think that's why. I think the last time I was talking to you on here, I said to you, I said like, you need to be putting out content, and yet afterwards I looked and you are putting out content. So no, I did not get any. If you put out a video today, brother, I didn't get the notification for it. I apologize. I watch all your shit, T-Bone. I do. I do because when I watch one of your comments, most of the time I leave comments or watch your videos, I leave comments. So um, if I'm not commenting on your videos, it's because brother, I haven't seen them. Tyke Truckin is saying hi to the nerd. There you go. There's the third Brit. I'm doing my HGV class one at the moment. Attaboy. Attaboy. Houdini, I was watching the 25th anniversary of South Park and Rush showed up and it was pretty cool. Rush is horrible. We don't talk about Rush. We're proud that Rush is a Canadian band. We're proud that they're in the Hall of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But the second Geddy Lee opens his mouth and starts fucking singing, it's like nails down a chalkboard, man. Cannot listen to it. Absolutely not. Neil Peart's the best drummer in the world. Musically, they're not a bad band, but Geddy Lee can't sing a goddamn. In my opinion, he can't sing. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. Hi, nomadic brother. There you go. You guys can all sit there and talk amongst yourselves in that English ropey language that you speak. What's your background? You kind of look Nigerian, are you? You're got to be kidding me, right? I look Nigerian. Holy Christ, man! Here, you want to borrow these? I look Nigerian. Holy shit! No, I am Canadian. I was born Canadian, raised Canadian. My family's Canadian. My ancestry dates back to Scotland, Germany, Scotland. Sorry, Iceland, Scotland, Germany, and England. I got banned 23 hours from ScrewTube. I've never been banned. I've never had. I've never been shut down. I've had my channel shut down. I did a premiere once. A live premiere, and I got shut down. Apparently, my content on the premiere because what I was doing, I was ripping the government. I was ripping Trudeau, the prime minister, to pieces, and talking about all the criminal activity and shit that he's been up to, and I was putting it out there, and YouTube shut me down. YouTube shut me down. They said, I violated this and that, and yeah, well, if somebody from YouTube was standing there, I'd have violated them, all right. Nerd in Motion, yo Tolga, thanks for the welcome. Del- Nerd in Motion, just so you know, Tolga is our channel ambassador. He's a YouTube ambassador, but he's my channel ambassador. He does all the heavy lifting. He post if you've got a channel and you want it posted here, Tolga will throw it up for you. And Tolga says our hellos, our goodbyes. Dude, right now you're looking at only 5 hours of sleep. Is that it? Ah, I get all the sleep I need when I die. I'm using a Lenovo HD 200 now, and it lasts for 20 hours for the full charge. Price is also excellent for its quality, but it's covering your both your ears. See, in Canada, we're not allowed to have both ears covered. You have to have one open for your Bluetooth when you're while you're driving. Like I could sit here if I had one of those and it was on right now, fine. But while I'm driving, I have to have one ear uncovered in Canada, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, this I think this one's here. I think this one's around 20 hours, right? I don't charge this thing, but maybe twice a week, and I talk on it a lot, right? I mean, and I say a lot, I mean a fucking lot. So I probably get 20 hours out of it, no problem. Houdini's telling me to go to bed. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm still no, actually, John. I'm winding it down. Try update Blue Parrot through the app. You know what? There is something like if I hit, there's another button up here. I didn't have it on my other one, but there's another button here. If I hit it, it tells me to do something and go to the Blue Parrot app. Da 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 da. So I will. Tyke Trucking. What's the link? That's nerd. That's a nerd motion. That's a link to his channel. He's a trucker. He's an English trucker. He's a northern bastard English trucker that runs around England and well, right now he's just running around England as far as I know. He's not running, but he does run across Europe and everything. So he's a good watch. It's his channel. Colonel, yeah, Dar would stay up until midnight some nights trying to make the law. Yeah, I know. I mean, I can listen to something for 20 hours. Waiting time is without listening to anything. 600 hours or something like that. Yeah, dude. Sometimes on Friday I'll park the truck and I'll hang him up here. I'll hang it up here, and then I forget to turn it off, and then I'll come back out on Monday and my phone will jump on, and it's still good. It's still good. Hey, I'm gonna sub up. You're the only one to read and respond. Thanks a million. My old man was a trucker for many years. One summer I'm 11 and rode along for 11,000 miles with him. Exceptional. Yeah, and I bet you that gave you some great memories. You saw a lot of good country, and you probably had a good time. Hey, I guarantee you. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. Thank you very much. Come on back anytime. Tell you what, here you go. You now have a wrench. You are now blue. Uh, the channel is going downhill now with all the British I know, and there's nothing I can do about it, right? Next thing you know, people are going to be saying "blimey this" and "blimey that" and "oh, blimey." I'm a hybrid. My mom's from Yorkshire, my dad's from London, and he was half Irish. Born in the south, I live in Yorkshire. There you go, Yorkshire. That's not too far from you, Brit. That's not too far from you, is it not? Guard dog saying hi to Tolga. Dara, it is like you singing. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I posted one today. I've had to unsubscribe and reach the time to some channels. Then it worked again. No idea what's up with that, brother. Neither do I. I will unsubscribe from you and I will resubscribe to you and I will start watching your videos again. My apologies if I don't get the notification though. Fuck all I can do about it. And Nickelback in the Hall of Fame too. I didn't read that. I'm not talking about Nickelback and Rush. God, Mike, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Uh, hey, nerd, where in Yorkshire? Mr. B's and Kitty Craze with Dar. Damn it, man. Screw tube just sucks. Mr. B, yeah. Somebody's speaking language. Somebody's talking Turkish. I don't speak Turkish, unfortunately. Nerd in Motion. I was one of two that that live streamed the Ottawa protest because I was in the UK. They struggled to take me down. I'm pretty sure I'd never be allowed in Canada now. Oh, you would. You would. You could get into Canada. Trust me, dude. I was in the convoy. I was live streaming from the convoy while in there, and they did everything in their power to shut me down. Couldn't do it. Believe me, they tried. They did a lot. Canada's sweet. Nothing like Revelstoke. Revelstoke's not in Canada. Revelstoke's in the United States. That's in Washington. I think it's in Washington. But the Canadian Rocky Mountains are much more spectacular, are way more spectacular than the U.S. Rocky Mountains. Let me tell you that. Too far, not good, but not bad. You got it. Mark Ely, where do I find the like at? Go up to the corner. There's three dots. Hit that three dot. It'll drop your screen down. It'll give you a choice to like subscribe, like, unsubscribe, fuck off, whatever. Um, Isn't your bedtime 1800 hours? Yeah, it is. And I'm past my bedtime. Tyke, I'm not far from Leeds. Okay, there you go. See, I don't know where Leeds is. This is fucking bullshit. Just resub to Curtis and Nomadic Brit. There you go. Nerd, I'm in Pont. Okay, Dar. Dar's getting pissed. She's like, go to fucking bed. Okay, guys, I'm going to bed. I do have to shut it down. I do appreciate you guys in here. Cigar's done. I'm done. And I got to get some sleep. So no worries, it's all good. But I was all good until Britt showed up with this tiny Cascadia. Yeah, well, they make things little in England. They don't pack them big in England. They pack them little. So yeah, that's just how it works. Transport King. He is Slade. Look at the beard. Hey, I look at the chrome. You mean this is chrome, buddy? This is chrome. British Columbia, up in Okanagan country Valley, up in the Okanagan Valley, Okanagan, Okanagan. I ain't Canadian, am I? Eh? Okanagan. All right, guys. You know what? I am shutting her down though. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the night. Um, we'll probably go live again. Give me a couple of days. Give my mouth a break. Give my mouth a rest. I'm out of shit to talk. I'm out of shit to talk about and out of shit to say. You guys, if you guys had your way, you'd have me yapping for another fucking 4 hours. So with that, man, talk to you later. Um, be safe, you guys. If you remember, it's a new direction I'm kind of going. Okay, and I want you guys to think about this before I go. I want you to think about this. All right, it's it's easier to tear a person down than to build them up, but it's better for you to turn around and reach out, put your hand out and help the next man up. So in this business, help the next guy out. Okay. Doesn't matter how many times you've been shit on by somebody in this business. It's better for our business. It's better for you. Help the next guy up. All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace.